who would like to tell us what happened last time?
Me,
I
because
did it.
I have
Excellent.
maximum notes.
Strong.
I took over a page of notes, which never happens, but I did.
Does
I
it
got a
abruptly
FedEx
end
invoice.
when you're unconscious?
No, the bottom of this page is, and I'm unconscious for 2 days, and then the next page is y'all's meeting. So,
Gotcha.
I mean, sort of. All right, so we started
Sure.
on the 6th of Bloom, and we went into tier, and a Templar of the Iron Guard came up to us and was like, "The fuck you doing here?" And we were like, just like casual travelers, nothing to see. And then we were like looking for somewhere to meet up, and we decided to meet at the Golden Bombo Inn, and Karina went shopping. And then I write, "A wild not Shrasa woman appears." And she was in a jester's costume. This was Josie the juggler, and Milo says he's Mike. And then Milo participated in the juggling show with Josie and almost killed her with a dagger. And she was like super sketched out by that. And then she took us on a tour of the city, including Devon's Desert Wear, Grick's Weaponry, Golden Inix. It's not actually the Golden Bombo, which I'm really sad about. We learned that Broy is a Tyrian fermented kank nectar. And let's see. Oh yeah, we followed Tutok into the Noble District, where it was very fancy schmancy, and there were no Tyrian guards. There were just specialty guards. And we told Jog Molly about the tower, and he's like, "Oh, that sounds sketchy as fuck. We should have a meeting about this." And so he tells us to go just outside of the Elven Bridge tomorrow night. We were like, "Okay, no problem, no big deal." So we headed back to the Golden Bombo, where rooms are 2 copper pieces per night. Or not copper pieces, ceramic pieces. Sorry. And the owner of the Golden Bombo is a half-elf named Rowan. And Fala is the serving girl. And I got a Broy, which I spelled correctly that time. Let's see. Oh, then I went with Josie and Milo back to Grick's Weaponry to try and sell the candlesticks, and he was like, "What the fuck is this?" And I was like, "I just want you to buy it and melt it." And so he told us a place that we could potentially go. And then Milo and I went on a grand adventure with Josie.
Yeah.
And I have go on a pub crawl with Josie, get fucked up. Josie drugged me. Pixie o'clock? I don't know. I made out with Josie. Faldir got a visit from Oba, and got 3 slimes. And somehow magically we made it back to our room, question mark, question mark, question mark. And I'm unconscious for 2 days. Then Tutok came to get Milo and Faldir for the meeting. And they went there. Tithian and Drog Molly were there. Tithian is the Ogre Doom's chief advisor and conservator of Whispers. A woman with brown hair was also there named Pith. And they were like, "What do you want to do?" And Faldir and Milo gave very differing answers, basically. And not much was decided, and then they left.
We're gonna do Milo's idea just later. Just much later.
Later this game.
Sure. Tonight.
Time is relative, if you think about it. It's really just a human construct. And you're a mole, so it's only half matters.
I wrote down
Yeah, fuck it.
the conservators. Because I think it goes in one tier there's Whispers, Coin, and Blade. And then in the next tier down there's Slaves, Games, Justice, and Gardens.
I don't think they're tiered like that. I think Gardens
They
is
are.
just as important as Blades.
Correct.
So yeah. I think that makes it the 7th of Bloom. I think we just had an exceedingly productive day. No, it'd be the 8th if Milo and Faldir went to bed after the meeting. I really don't remember.
The meeting was in the afternoon, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Oh, right, yes it was. I remember now. We were in the shady part
It
of
is
town.
indeed now
I recall.
the
The ass.
8th of Bloom. Now, bonus round. You cannot answer, Aaron. What day of the week
Damn it.
is it?
Pixie.
Yeah, that's that's my go-to.
Okay.
Yeah, that's my fucking go-to.
All right.
I wanted to
Wait.
say it before
I guess
Dan.
you guys-
Wait, did you say so? It was the hang on night? No, it was the 8th day
8th of
of
Blue.
something. Hang on, I can figure this. All right, hang on, I can figure this out.
He's gonna count out from whenever he gets.
Shut up! 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Is it orc?
It is indeed Orc.
Is it? Yeah. Hey.
Congratulations, both of you.
Meticulous.
Aaron, and of course, Dan, go ahead and give yourselves point of inspiration.
Fuck yeah.
That's
Not
right.
that I will ever use it.
You'll need it to give it to me later when I'm pulling my
But
other
it's
arm out of
cheap.
the slime. So.
yeah, you got slime again. This is a real problem.
That's right. That's what everyone needs.
So I'm still drooling on the floor
But
of the
I will
hotel.
say, out of mercy, that it was just one day.
No, but I like it. It's amusing the shit out of
Oh,
me.
it's great. Milo's carrying Shasa for the whole day
Literally amusing
as we
the
go
shit
out
of
into the desert.
Milo's
Yeah.
like making me a puppet.
Yeah, we weekend at Bernie's this shit.
Okay.
Perfect.
My name's Shasa.
Giant
Glad-
novelty sunglasses
Glad
on
is
so people
full.
can't tell
He
she's
believes
passed
it.
out.
All
It
right.
is.
So, let's go ahead and make our way back, parting the veil of reality once more to Tyr. So, you guys wake up in the Golden Annex. There are beds here, cots, but there might as well be luxury suites in comparison to your usual affair.
Are they,
No,
they
they're
aren't
not.
crunchy, I imagine, right? They're. Never slept on a not
I
crunchy
was
bed
to say,
before.
interesting.
Mhm.
Poke, poke.
We probably have, but it's been a long time, and you can't remember the last time. But there is certainly a degree of comfort as two of you wake up from an evening of meetings and alike. The red sun rises over the horizon, shining onto the golden city, not far from where you are. And of course, the elaborate step pyramid that is being constructed by Kalik, the Ogre Doom, and you can hear sounds that were throughout the night if you were to step outside of workers and slaves hauling bricks and stone to continue the construction of this monstrosity in the center of Tyr. What would you two like to do?
Well, I imagine we would discuss what we're going to do over breakfast. So, do you think we should wait for Shrasa to wake up before we head out into the desert?
Perhaps. Well, yes. Just in case.
Alright. I go back up to Shrasa's room and I just start poking her with this stick until she regains consciousness. No.
So, what do you think we should do?
I think we spend the day gathering supplies and then hopefully she'll be awake again tomorrow. If not, we'll wait another day. And if she doesn't wake up after that, we'll probably look for a water cleric or someone who can speed things along in terms of reviving her.
I mean, after that.
Oh, you mean when we head into the desert?
What's in the desert?
I'm going to Kled.
Milo looks suspiciously at Faldir.
when when sorry, I've missed something. When did we?
No, we agreed to go to Kled. We're going to go speak with our allies there.
What about Dawn's Light? What about the conservators?
Potentially, we might need to attempt to gain more money and influence within the city. I suppose that could also be a thing that we do. I just assumed that we were going to go to Kled to speak with the dwarves about alliance.
Look, they gave me a relic when I left. I don't really want to go there without it.
We also gave them an incredibly powerful relic at great cost to us.
Well, I guess ghost sound once a day. I mean, it's
Ghost sound.
I don't know, man. Yeah. Well, I'd feel strange going back without the hammer.
Yes.
Maybe we could swing by Alterac real quick. Liberate it on our way.
Technically, it's past Kled.
On our way.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
On
Yes.
our way there.
Tell you what, if we see Alterac on the way there, we'll stop there and attempt to liberate it.
All right. Let's say we get say we speak with the dwarves. Let's say they agree to help. Why do you think they'll help Tyr?
Well, they help Tyr? You mean Alterac?
We're clearly on very different pages as to what our
We are.
Yeah. Okay. Now I'm lost.
I turned back the
our
journal. I'm
objectives
just
are very lost.
Wait. Aren't we? Are we Gallic? Is that what
I mean,
we doing that after?
that was the game plan.
Oh. Okay.
We're going to go to Kled, talk to them, see what resources they can afford us, gauge the
I
situation
like the
from
fact that you
there.
have small goals. Like, but like you have very big goals.
Well, I like how my goals are like, we're gonna go find out what we can do. No, we're taking back the city. No, we're gonna kill the Sorcerer King.
Oh, I thought that.
Plan is
what?
like, go to Kled, talk to some dwarves, Sorcerer Kings die. That's it.
Yeah, exactly, right? Question mark, question mark, question mark. Profit.
I just thought that was part of it. I thought, like, let's get the Sorcerer King out of the way. Then,
That's a
once we're
casual
done with that,
It's just that
Yeah,
easy.
no, that's a Tuesday afternoon. Just kill the Sorcerer King and we're done. I mean, sorry, an orc.
That's
It's an
right.
orc afternoon.
yeah, I mean, shit,
So
it's
anyway,
fine. All right. Okay. Yeah. Right. And yeah, that makes sense. I like it.
As far as the, there are other people in the bar
yeah,
at
some
this
people-
point, right?
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah, we're discussing our plans to overthrow the Sorcerer King
So-
out loud.
yeah.
It's just,
so this is more
Good.
of like, okay, so to make a comparison, there was a sort of tavern in Alterac called the Porter's Reason, and in that place, it was more. See, a tavern is kind of a mixture, right, of a bar and an inn, and it was more of a bar, and just happened to have other rooms Yes, Dan. Very exciting.
Dun dun dun.
So anyway, it was more of a bar. Whereas this place is more of an inn, if you will. It's a little bit more sophisticated than your previous. So people are coming in, and they're actually like there to get a breakfast. Like it's not just to continue drinking. And then occasionally have food. The place is not overrun with prostitutes. There are some, but they are more sort of on the periphery. They're more low key.
Yeah, very nice.
In that way, and so, people are there sort of, cavorting, if you will, and chatting and such. But it's not super busy. But it is a fairly popular place.
Right. So first we'll go to Pled, kind of gauge what our situation there looks like, see how much help they're willing to lend us, and then we'll determine what our next course of action is.
Okay. Just so long as we free the city, get the hammer, and also kill Kalik.
And then save the cheerleader. Yes, got you. Mm-hmm.
I got it. I wasn't impressed, but I got it.
I wouldn't expect anyone to be impressed.
I don't understand. Is there a guy named Milo in that too or something?
Alright. So, Aaron, you're the only surviving character. You wake up a day later. Your friend's mutilated corpse.
Yeah.
You go down to the...
I live!
And everyone is dead.
I live!
So anyway.
Okay. Well, that gives us it today. But what should we do today? We could go. We got time to kill. I guess we need supplies.
Yes, we should get supplies. A tent would be ideal as well, since we don't have that anymore. Potentially... Oh, we do have a new tent, don't we? Never mind. Did we? We don't have a new tent. Okay. Just...
A tent was
I don't keep track of
strapped to
inventory.
Bumble.
That's not my...
Yeah, the mega
That's
tent. We borrowed some things from Miss Fucks Off a Lot Karina, who's
She's
just
coming
gone,
back, like,
absconded.
literally I
But
was
yeah,
waiting
we
for your
got.
conversation in for her to walk in.
Nah,
and we
she's
just saw
gone.
her like, Karina, she's never coming back.
Yeah,
Just
she's
sitting
never
here
coming.
talking to us. She's at the
like,
table.
yeah, she's. I've been here the whole time. Like, yeah, no, she's gone. Like the wind. Yeah. Yes. Well, we can do that. We'll get some supplies. Maybe we could talk to one of those conquistadors about betraying Kalik.
Yes.
There was one about conquistador of guarding.
There.
Sounded important.
Milo. Maybe we should go check on Trasa.
Yes, that's good. Oh, okay.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I go check on Trasa.
I follow him.
Sits down at the table.
So when we betray Kalik and kill him.
Yeah, exactly. God damn it.
So here's what I was thinking.
Go ahead and roll me. I'll allow perception or insight.
What about perception and
Deception
insight?
is
Oh.
none of those things.
Never mind. I'm good with.
Okay, cool.
Didn't roll. That was from
No,
a
I
long
wasn't
time ago.
looking. Okay. Cool. No problem. So I will say, while you guys are hanging out, in the sort of Golden Index, you can see that, people like do notice you, as you guys are clearly sort of out of towners. I mean, this is the caravan district, but everybody who's there, as you sort of look around, and finishing your meal, you can see that they tend to be loyal to a house or something, right? They seem to be tied to somebody, Nobody knows the Sundered Blade, but.
Ever.
You do notice that some of them do notice that you are not tied to a caravan, right? And they're you guys stand out a little bit. There's a mole covered in scars and a one-armed man with a cane, sort of limping along.
Wow, a shock. The bunch of idiots stand out.
Yeah, and every now and then they drag an unconscious woman around.
It's not weird.
I
Sometimes.
mean, none of
It's the same one, so
Yeah, it's like it's a perpetual
It's not like they're
unconscious
kidnapping
woman.
people.
Yeah,
They
no,
just
they're
got
kidnapping
one
people,
unconscious
just
person.
person.
Like, yeah, just
Yeah,
one,
exactly.
one
Different.
person. Yeah.
But anyway, you guys notice that there's not the same crew. It's a lot more. It's a lot less of a rough crew than was at the Porter's Reason. You do notice that that Josie is there at the is there having breakfast as well. Though she's not in her sort of attire. She's more casually dressed in simple garb. With one of the sort of conical hats on. She doesn't seem to be drawing attention to herself, unlike in her her usual get-up. But yeah, as you guys head on over to check on. Yeah, I'm not gonna do that actually. So as you guys go on and head over to check on Anstrasa, she seems to be more responsive. She kind of groans and mumbles or something whenever you poke her, but she never really returns to consciousness. But she
catatonic
seems to be,
AF.
on the mend, yeah.
On the mend.
Yay, Strauss is not dead.
She mumbles to herself.
And she's violently shaken
That's right.
like a toddler.
Right.
Milo gives
Milo.
Strauss a shaken baby syndrome.
He's wicked strong. He's just like, ah!
Yeah. Makes
Wake up, Strauss!
Like it goes on
He goes
for
into a rage.
an
Why are
uncomfortably long-
you sleeping?
I rage shake you just.
That's right.
All right,
Yeah.
Milo. We'll go looking around for supplies, and we'll have Cled watch her. Also, maybe, just a suggestion. Maybe we don't talk about overthrowing the Lord of the City in the
Whoa.
middle of a room, eating breakfast, just for
Whoa.
future reference.
I mean, we talk about this sort of thing all the time in Porter's Reason.
This is true, but there's
Fortunately,
They had a very different
Cress
audience
was on
there.
the same team as you idiots. Though you thought he threatened to murder you, while you did.
one person
No.
thought he threatened to murder her, and then
That's not
told
even
the
true.
rest.
She
that.
never thought that. She just did a very poor job of
No, I
explaining it to
didn't.
you guys, and then everybody was like, "Oh, Cress threatened to murder us."
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah.
I
You were
was
just trying to explain
Yeah,
that he
there
had a
was
dagger
night,
there.
and I didn't want to
Yeah,
go
yeah, you're
overboard with demanding things. And Milo was like, "He tried to kill you," and I was
Yeah.
like, "No."
Yeah,
And
I could
everybody
tell.
was like, "He
I could tell it
definitely
was just like,
did
yeah,
something."
he had a knife while he was saying this, and but no, it had to. No, it's attempt on your life. Yeah, no, it was good. We
That's
knew Cress
great.
was on our team the whole time. That was a long con we played there.
Yeah, and his best friend Thanik definitely was on your team.
Yeah, you keep
Oh,
your
yeah.
friends close and something.
I don't think he was on our team so much as we were on his
Gotcha.
team. I think that's how that
I
works.
gotcha.
How that panned
It
out.
worked out great for him.
Oh, yeah,
Worked
no,
out
it
great
was-
for us. Everyone knows who the Sundered Blade is now.
Yeah, they're the people who destroyed Eltarak. that's who they are.
Hey, just famous
Any
and infamous.
publicity is
Just
good publicity.
Yeah.
side of the same coin. All right. Okay. I missed the reason, but okay. But we should overthrow him too. Maybe we go talk to one of the
Sort of
and scarf
says,
itself.
it is a very difficult. It's a tricky game. That whole concept. That's why I'd rather take some time to think about it. Go to Cled first. See.
I don't think Cled's gonna have any answers.
Cled sitting in the corner. Nope. Okay. Good. Good.
Cled is being strangled with a garrote.
No shit.
In the same room.
We're just not paying any
having this
attention.
conversation casually.
Yeah.
As a halfling under him.
Exactly.
Okay. Okay, so we'll gather some supplies, make ready to take our leave tomorrow.
All right.
Okay.
And break. I say that, but we're actually going together.
But you guys take Strauss's hand
Yeah.
and put it on top. And then...
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And it flops unconsciously onto the
Oh man, it's like in Princess Bride when Wesley can't control.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. All right. Back down to the common room.
I assume pretty much right out the door to the market.
Hi, Josie.
As you call out to Josie, you notice that she doesn't look at you. She just continues eating her food.
Hi, Josie. Me, Mike, Wink, Milo.
People kind of look at you strangely, and she just and then kind of walk by, and she just
Hi, Josie.
continues to eat her food, trying to ignore you.
Josie, hi. Hey.
She sighs.
Milo is not one for being ignored.
She sighs and
Hey,
shrugs her
that's me, Milo.
shoulders,
Hey, Josie.
sort of letting them sag a bit, and looks up at you.
Hi. Are you?
What are you doing?
Good to see you. I had a lot of fun last night. The end's a little fuzzy, but
2 nights ago.
2 nights ago.
I'm actually not in this situation at all. I'm
Last night.
standing by the door observing this entire interaction from a distance because
it was like last night. My ears and my head hurt. Morning, but that was good. That was a lot of fun. Shrasa though, she couldn't hold her liquor. I guess
She nods. And
Did we
she
drink?
Says,
we drank.
right. Well, how is the little dear?
Oh, she's okay, maybe okay or not. She's asleep. And has
Maybe okay or not. Thanks, Milo.
she's kind of
I
been
understand.
asleep for a long
Right.
time.
Okay, well, I tell you what. Listen, Milo, if you ever see me,
Yeah.
in plain clothes, trying to just
Yeah.
be left alone a little bit. Okay.
Oh,
I get a lot of attention.
I understand.
Part of the job.
With the Sundered Blade, so we are the Sundered Blade, so it's. I get it.
The
I understand.
Sundered
Alright,
Blade. Where have I heard that before?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
What? You said you were from Alterac? What did you say the other night?
Yeah. Yes.
I got you. Listen, I Alterac is a place I've always thought about going, but I need a bigger city, more tips. You know how it is, love. But how is the place now? Is it grown?
Well, it's in a recent slump. So overall is good. If you look at it over like a long period of time.
What
But
happened?
recently, the dip. Well, there were these giants, and then this tower, and then a bunch of bodies that were all pushed together that we had to fight. I mean, you know how it goes, but it'll be fine soon. we're gonna fix
She
it.
she smiles and she says, "Well, I have no doubt of that, my dear."
Okay, well, sorry to bother you. I'll let you be. Mum's the word. I get it.
All right. Thank you very much.
Nice seeing
Lila.
you.
You have a good one. She winks at you.
All right,
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I blink.
I blink.
All right, feeling pretty good. I was getting this groove on. It's feeling suave. I'll walk away, strut away. You join my boy.
You definitely got the better of that social interaction.
Mm-hmm.
I'm feeling more confident. Damn sure. I mean, doing all these drugs has really done wonders for my confidence levels.
That's how they work. That's what drugs do.
Milo's feeling better. He was kind of down in the
But
dumps
drugs
after
really
Alteric fell and he
turned
lost his
life
hammer. But
around.
you know what? You know what? Yeah, he's on the right track now,
I
thanks to all those drugs.
I think that's a good quote of the night, Aaron. His life has turned around
Thanks to
now
drugs.
because of all of the drugs.
I got it. Don't worry.
Okay.
What was all that about?
Oh, that's my friend Josie. Strauss and Strauss seemed to really like her. Like at first, maybe not, but then like later, seemed to like really like her.
When was this?
Last night. Wait, no, 2 days today. Is it Pixie?
Was she the one who gave you all of the drugs that you both took?
Look, I promised didn't smoke, but no pipe,
It's good.
nothing. I had to fight off a very smelly, armored, I think it's an armored creature in an alley. They really hit it off at the end there. Maybe too much.
Yeah, and then there's like a blurry haze.
Yeah. Wait. Did they?
I don't know. I remember.
Did that happen? Was that a fever dream?
I don't know.
He's the guy.
He's
the
I remember
bear.
liking it, and I remember not liking it at the same time.
Yeah, I was like, I remember feeling really confused. Yeah. She's great. She's a juggler, you know. Not right now. Right now she's having breakfast, but normally juggler.
Right now she's having breakfast.
All right, let's go do some shopping. And I take a moment. I linger. I look at her and I kind of study for a moment, and then I walk away.
All right.
As I study her for a moment, her form shifts into a slime monster of some sort.
Yeah, everyone you look at, it's like when you're hungry and they look like pork chops.
Yeah,
you
exactly,
look at them and
it's
they
the
look
same
like
thing.
slime. You're like, You look marvelous if you were gelatinous and acidic.
That's right. Exactly. There's nothing. Never mind. I'm gonna put it away.
Move on.
Put that
End
one
scene.
away.
End scene.
It only gets rougher from there. So, but you guys step on out into a very charming, busy caravan district. Once again alive with trade and shouts, people, shoving about and deals for, hundreds of ceramic pieces and being thrown around constantly. You even hear, shouts of gold being traded, a couple pieces here and there. And the whole place is just buzzing and alive. Where do you guys go? Okay.
Devon's Desert Wear.
Absolutely. So, as you guys make your way on over to Devon's Desert Wear, you can see that there's there's a lot of people who are meeting there. It's a popular place. You can see that people are there to buy, various things. But a lot of times what you're seeing is people who are like with a caravan of some capacity, purchasing things like tents and stuff and, various supplies that are needed out in the desert wraps and stuff like that. And sort of almost like small resources which make the travel more comfortable. And as you enter on in, you can see that it is a place chock full of almost all sorts of traveling gear. There's a much wider selection than probably anywhere you've seen. You can see, fingerless gauntlets and scarves and all sorts of things all about it. You can see rope and climbing gear for the nearby mountains are about. You can see that there are various sort of travel attire that are available, robes and the other sorts of pants and the like that are more fitting and loose fitting and with thinner material for desert travel and such. You can see a lot of the broad brimmed sort of conical hats, that of which you see people wearing in town and such. And you can see off to a lot of people mumbling around, bumping into each other, purchasing things. And you can see off to a fairly prominent area, there are actual like sun goggles, that of which are available for purchase. And you can see Karina is there, and she seems to be having an argument with a human woman. She looks like she's similar age to Karina, maybe a little bit older. However, she has, much darker skin than Karina, and she seems to be similar to what Karina would do. She seems to be wearing sort of a higher end version of the attire that you see around there, along with fingerless gloves and stuff like that. You can see she has dark curly hair, with that sort of dark copper colored skin tone. And they seem to be having it out with each other, just arguing fiercely, whereas Karina is making gestures over towards the sun goggles and stuff. Now, listen to me, you little harpy. I told you once, and I'll tell you again. All right? And this sort of back and forth seems to be going between them. You can see Karina has got like a massive crate that she seems to have acquired somehow next to her, full of a whole bunch of stuff. And the woman is like, "No, ma'am, I will not sell you that. Are you out of your mind? Now, I did not ask you that. I asked you how much it was going to be for all these sun goggles. Ma'am, you cannot buy them in bulk like that. I was not asking." And this sort of thing as you guys strive on. You leave? You all just back away?
This is just basically... Yeah. We go back to the tavern.
Whoa, never mind. We don't need to travel that much.
Bar and wait for something to happen.
Yeah, the
exactly.
classic.
That's what I said.
The Thundered Blade move.
Yeah. Time passes.
I'm gonna pick up some shabby looking fingerless gloves. And go, oh, we should get these.
Hi.
Whoa. Our hands.
Fair enough. We put them in the shopping cart and we progress down the... Karina, do you need help
I'll get
here
back
with anything?
Oh, don't worry about it. And she comes back to you. Now, how are you? I didn't see you come back in last night.
Yeah, we had a wild... Wait. No, it wasn't last night. Yeah, we had business to take care of last night.
Oh my, something to do with your business affairs? Oh, Thundered Blade.
Yes.
Very exciting. Will you be traveling again?
Yes, we're actually coming here to pick up some
That old
supplies.
hag, don't trust her, okay? Her prices are outrageous, and quite frankly, half of this stuff is useless. Okay? The only thing that she has that's in any way respectable are these sun goggles, which I'm going to buy, and I'm going to make a better version of.
What about
She
these?
swats
And hold
out
out
like
the
trash.
gloves.
So if we needed to pick up a tent, we should go
Oh, no.
somewhere else.
Darling, don't worry about it. I'll be working on something. Do you need a tent? I can try to make you something.
That would be ideal. We need a tent and a few bedrolls as well.
Well, sadly, honey, this isn't my shop. I'm a one-woman show at this point. She kind of strums her fingers. All right, I can help you with the tent or the bedrolls, but I can't do both.
Well, you did a good. The tent was
The
really
tents,
good.
yes. We'll do the tents.
Okay.
Something similar to what we had before
All right.
would be.
All right, well,
Preferable.
I'm gonna go ahead and get to work on that. And she turns and shouts over, "Hey, Devin, you old whore!" And at this point, the woman turns and looks towards Karina with contempt. "I'll be back later, okay? Right now, I have to go take one of your customers and treat them appropriately." And she stomps off.
Oh,
The
damn!
woman then sort of watches as she leaves, and then she turns towards you guys, and she says, "Do you know her?"
No.
It's fine. We get all types here. How can I help you?
We would like to purchase some bedrolls, please.
Of course. And will you be staying in the mountains, or will you be wandering the alluvian wastes?
The alluvian
Of
wastes.
course.
The Galoopian wastes.
And she wanders on over, guiding you through, and she says, "Now we do have some stuff. We have some plant material that of which we've gotten from beyond the mountains, just a little ways that of which we've grown to where we're able to make quite comfortable bedrolls. Something that of which will keep you warm on the cold nights, but is still thin enough to where it's not too much of a hassle to carry." And she basically guides you over some bedrolls. And she says, "We're going to be looking at about 8 bits for one roll."
All right.
We need 3, 2, 1, 3.
4 technically with
Wait.
Glad.
But look, watch this. But then this one goes on watch. And then this one goes on watch.
Oh wow.
This one goes on watch. And
clever.
this one
I
goes
hadn't
on
thought of
watch.
Milo would have
This is
never
the
come up
same.
with that.
This is all the same.
I usually count with my right arm, and you know.
Milo goes, "This is all the same."
I don't understand.
Okay,
3 bedrolls.
of course.
Do we need one for Karina, or are we assuming she's taking care of herself?
She's not traveling.
Sorry. She's not going back out there.
She's setting up shop.
So yeah, you guys can go ahead and take that. So 8 bits for each roll. So
There are
I got
four,
this.
10
four
bits.
bits in a piece, right?
in a piece.
Do I remember that correctly? 10 bits in
Yeah.
a piece. Oh, okay.
I got this.
That's good, because I've got 8 pieces left in between paying for our rooms for the night last night and paying for Bombo and paying for
That was not a good investment, by the way. That was a
no
stupid.
shit.
That was a stupid
You know,
move,
it was somebody
Sean.
else's responsibility, despite the fact that it was my money. So
I mean,
strange.
so you're investing in people, and you're doing a bad job of it, Sean.
Yeah, I should be investing in oozes.
Yeah, that market's
real
going
money
up. It's on the
these
rise. Yeah.
I've seen some things.
But absolutely. So you're able to purchase those. All right. Well, I'm glad I could be of help. Is there anything else? I mean, are you traveling with a caravan, or other supplies going to be necessary for you?
Got any silt stick?
Silkworm steak, you mean? Oh, well, of course.
Yeah.
Well, it's a little bit pricey as we have to get it from quite a ways away.
This is Dennis's way of making us buy other.
It's all we can eat.
Okay, fine. It costs more money. Does that sound like a plan? Are we cool with that? Are we cool with more money? Okay.
No.
More money. What's?
What is the 3rd cheapest food item you can sell
Well,
us?
we do have some. Are we looking for meat or? or vegetable matter?
Yes.
Okay.
We're all carnivores
Well,
here.
we actually recently got in some reasonable crawdloo meat, that of which you could purchase to a degree. Obviously, the prime cuts are often sold to the local restaurants and the like, but we could get you something.
All right. How far away is Cled again from here,
Let me take a look.
roughly?
I want to say it's like a week.
Shit. That's a lot of shit to carry.
Well.
He said, looking at Milo.
No. However, what we manage.
Oh, darn. If only we had a pack animal.
Was there a place to resupply for food at Cled? Do I remember
mean,
that? Is that a thing?
It's kind of like a small city. You could do that if you wanted. Yeah, it's about a week away.
Because carrying like 14 days worth of supplies without a beast of burden seems, yeah, no.
We could get 10 days. And just...
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
I already got
And-
6 on me still. Just my personal supply that I was feeding Bombo.
Do you sell rank as well?
Of course. We have plenty of rank. A lot of travelers come to us, as caravans can sometimes be very conservative with their water. Would that be something that would be interesting to you?
Yes, we would need 10 days worth of
Oh,
rank
of course,
and
just for
food
the
as
two of you,
well.
or there were 3. There'd be 4.
There will be 4 of us.
And so she heads on over, and let's see here. So if I recall correctly, it is 3 ceramic pieces for food and water a day. Wait.
Yes, because it's
yeah.
2 for water and 1 for food.
Yeah. So basically, you're able to get some crawdloo meat and rank. However, this time it is being that this is a little bit different of an area. She says she kind of returns back to you and she says, "Okay, now listen, I'm going to make you a deal. Now, normally our prices are going to be about 4 a day. Okay. Now, however, instead of 4 bits a day for each rationing, I can bring it down to 2. If you're willing to go ahead, instead of buying 7 days worth, you go ahead and buy 14.
I don't know, Milo.
I'm sorry,
how does
not
that
3.
sound to you?
She takes a bit off of the price.
Well, should maybe kind of look where Karina left. Like, well, maybe we should ask. Maybe we should get Karina to ask.
Yeah, we could look for another deal on the food. We'll
Karina
kind of
could
shop around. We may be back.
So the woman we know her a bit. She's good at this. She could come and
I
negotiate.
really don't feel comfortable with that.
Maybe.
Now listen, I understand. Okay, listen. And she says, "Now listen, I understand that you want to do this, and quite frankly, I want to be able to help you out, okay? And I know that you have that woman who we've interacted with a little bit, and I understand that you're from out of town and this sort of thing, but I can assure you, you're not going to be able to find a better deal than wherever we are right here, right now, okay? Now, if you work with us a little bit, we try to treat our customers very well, especially repeat customers. Are you continuing to make your way back to Tyr? Oh, well,
Yeah.
of course. Well, I'll tell you what. She says, whenever you're out there, I know a lot of times the sun can be very oppressive and these sorts of things. I'd be willing to give you, and she gestures over, we have some very fine headwear that of which is going to help you a great deal in the sun. 3 bits a day for the supplies, and I will provide each member of your party, I believe you said 4, will provide 4 pieces of headwear for them.
Oh. Okay. Yeah. Yes. Yeah.
And
Okay.
It's your money, Milo. So
Okay.
Okay. Awesome. All right. She doesn't cheat you. She does take the appropriate amount. So good job.
yeah, no, I was watching his money, mind you.
So what
I'm
is
not putting my faith in Milo's math skills, even though he did correct me on the bed rolls earlier. Still.
Yeah, that was embarrassing.
Yeah.
That was embarrassing for you. You'd be embarrassed. But all right, so I'm
still
like,
waiting for you to explain how it
16
also works
pieces.
on the food. Every other day, there's this man.
look, look,
It
This
works
person doesn't
again.
eat today.
look. Today these two, then
Yeah, I
these,
gotcha.
and this one, and none of them. Then just this guy, and all three.
So it's 16
the rest of the day,
pieces and,
and
8
this one.
bits. Yeah.
all together. Okay. I just had to use a calculator to subtract numbers. But I did it. All right. I am sufficiently
Okay.
less encumbered
And
by
you
money.
each have a conical hat that you can wear. You got the cheapest one that they had, but you have them. And basically, I will say that you can travel at double time in a desperate moment, and if you choose to do that, no, it's not like that.
I know, it's one of
It's not
these.
that.
It's
Not
like
that's pointed. It's broader.
yeah, it's like
Yes,
it's like Raiden wears.
They're party hats. They have a little puff ball on top,
They
and
have a little chin strap.
Right.
yeah,
Okay.
All right, I love it.
So
we all
that transpires, and so now if you guys are to try and make traveling double time, being that you have improved protection, I will say that you whenever you have to roll the Constitution check, you gain a +2.
Decent. Now I did all the math already, but just to confirm my numbers by you telling me before I word what I thought, how many actual food and ration
2
combos
weeks
did we
worth.
end up buying?
So well,
2
I
weeks
should
worth.
say I should say 14 days worth.
Right, because yeah, weeks are weird. All right, so 14 times 4. Math. Okay. I'll bequeath you some of the rations, friend, for I am immobilized by the weight.
She just keeps piling them on.
Yeah, no, ah!
Carried completely beneath.
Do you have any innings for sale?
Help, Bumbo.
just give them all to Cled. It's fine.
Oh, God. Jesus Christ. Alright, yeah. So,
Yeah, I can carry a non-zero value of things.
the combo weighs 3 pounds a pop. And there's 62 total that we own. We bought 56, and I had 6, just kept kicking around. You know? We could resell these to Karina. Maybe she wants.
So now we have 62 times 3.
Yeah.
Right?
Mhm.
Jesus
Yeah.
fucking Christ.
It's kind of heavy. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, like 186. Yeah, no shit.
Okay, my unencumbered is 120, and I'm only at 40, so I can take at least 80.
Okay. Yeah, because they're gonna say this food weighs like a strasse and a half or something.
Approximately 1 Strasa unit.
One point. Using
They
the
start picking me up and comparing
Yeah,
my
just-
weight to
yeah,
fucking-
yeah, you've become hundreds of years from now, you're just it's like, I'll need about a Shross and a half of that, and
I mean, she's a water cleric though, so it'd probably be a
Still-
volume measure, not a
It's
weight,
both.
but still.
damn it.
It's like the metric
Alright,
system.
so you can take
convert it easily.
Converted. I see. Yes.
A Shrasa cubed.
That's one volume. Yeah,
3 cc's of
Shrasa.
Shrasa.
You see piece of Shrasa.
All right, so I'm gonna give you 28. I'm gonna dump 28 rations on your unconscious form.
There's a sequence where you guys drag.
She's
food
gonna wake up and
rank
be real
across
confused.
the bustling streets of the caravan district and just dump the Strauss, I can't carry it, and just dump it into the room and just piles on top of her. She groans and rolls on top of a rank and squashes it.
Damn it! Now we have to buy another one.
I have 3 as well. We're good.
We'll say Cled.
Oh, I had
Yeah.
3.
Yeah, and Clyde is gonna take some of this shit too, because I've also got to wait a fucking tent and shit.
Yeah, I was about to
Fuck,
say we
I
also
wish-
have a tent to pick up at some point.
Well,
Side
yeah,
note,
well, we have
A,
bedrolls.
we don't know where Karina is, and B, we don't know how long it's
Gotta
gonna take
ask
for her
me
to
these
make a
questions.
tent. Things that we did not get the chance to ask her because she was busy in a cat fight with this other person. Just a side note. Yeah.
We don't want to rock the boat, all right? Green is our friend. Takes as long as it takes. We may just not get a tent. It's okay.
Alright.
All right, bedrolls are 7 pounds. Jesus fuck! What do they make these bedrolls out of?
I thought they were supposed to be leaves and really light.
That's just marketing, Sean.
All right, I'll be
God
nice.
damn it.
I'll say since she
That's
keeps
just
saving,
Mark.
I'll say that's 6 pounds.
All right,
It's a
Well-
little bit light. I'm fine with it.
there's 6 pounds of Cled's carrying them, so I shift them over to Cled's.
6
inventory.
pounds of Cled's
Still
carrying.
buy a fucking pack animal.
Yeah, but then it just dies and I get heartbroken.
Bombo's
Technically,
still out there
Bombo isn't dead.
with a bunch of shit strapped to him.
Maybe one day we will
New
meet again.
quest. Find Bombo.
He's probably teamed up with all the other arena animals, and they're just
He
like,
leads them now.
yeah, he's fucking
Bombo's the
Nymeria,
civilized one, the
Nymeria
educated.
out there.
He runs around with
Yeah.
Milo's hammer in his mouth.
Oh,
And one
damn it.
day, they shall be reunited.
All right. So I mean, it says I'm heavily encumbered, but I'm probably not. Right?
Okay, that's not how that works.
Yeah, like shit's in my
Okay.
backpack. I don't know.
All right.
You do this. Sean, you're gonna take some rations, buddy.
How many rations am I going to take?
How many can you fit?
And your wiry frame.
Look, I used to have this nice sleek swatter, and now I got a fucking hammer. This swatter weighs like a house.
Well, yeah.
I'll
That's
be
Alright.
honest with you.
The
Since
swatter
I
weighs
have,
a house.
Like,
Yeah.
it's harder than any
Yeah.
weapon in the vanilla D&D.
yeah, and I let you
Well,
have
sure.
it. My only
sure.
penalty is carrying capacity.
Yeah, they just gave it to me. Yeah. But now the rest of the party has to suffer. So, Sean, how much do you want to suffer?
Refresh my memory on how I calculate weight because I don't actually have. I don't know what my modifier is for how I carry things. I know I have
I
a
don't
negative 1
know.
strength modifier, so I can't carry much.
Oh, it's your strength
times 5.
number.
9,
Yeah.
45. I can carry 45 pounds worth of
But
stuff.
then the
I've got
backpack.
2 daggers.
If-
I've got
You
no
have a
armor.
backpack?
No.
Yeah, I
you
would have a
can buy
backpack.
a backpack. This is a mechanical issue.
Oh. It-
Okay.
Oh, yeah, no.
Because
I
a
don't have a
backpack
backpack.
divides the weight you're carrying
Okay.
by 3. I mean, it does divide by 3. It cuts a
Mhm.
third off. I'm sorry.
Yes. I don't know. Y'all did the math for me on mine because it confused the shit out of
I
me. So
regret doing this, but
All right. So you got 15.
fine.
Yeah, I know.
I'll
I
take it all
regret-
back.
I regret
I'll take it all back.
everything.
You can carry an addition with a backpack. I'll say you can carry an additional 20 pounds.
Flat value. Okay.
I don't know what that
Okay.
tells me. So I'm just gonna go with the numbers y'all gave me.
Oh no, that's
Just
good.
take
All right.
your
No,
strength.
well, that's so the numbers we've been
So take your
calculating is
strength.
without.
Multiply it by
Yeah.
5,
Okay.
and then add 20. And that's how much weight you can carry.
Okay.
It is not that complex.
Okay. I got it. I'm there. It's way less than I could carry before. That's sad.
Yeah, wait, am I doing this right? Shit. Everything's
Yeah,
ruined.
It's way less than I
Yeah,
could carry
I
before.
was being really nice with this play.
Well, but like it plugged into the sheet, it feels like less. The sheet didn't know shit about that.
Yeah, so
30% of the weight or whatever.
So then 40 pounds more than that is medium encumbered.
So your
Right.
movement speed is halved.
Yeah.
Yeah, it drops by 10.
I put down what unencumbered and medium encumbered are. That's fine, because I'm speedy as fuck.
Yeah. Do I have my
think
fast
so.
movement now? I think I do. Yeah, fast.
We're both-
Yeah, fuck it. All right, I'm encumbered. I don't give a
single-
fuck.
Yeah, we can both be medium encumbered and travel at normal speed. So I can carry 120.
All right, Sean. Good.
45.
45. That's what I can carry, and I'd really rather not be encumbered because I already am crippled. So
Sean, you've got 15 rations on you, pal.
okay, and those are how many weight units?
Three a pop. So it's
Okay.
exactly 45. I did the math in my brain that time.
I'm proud of
Thank
What's
you,
your strength?
Aaron. Okay.
It's 9.
Me?
Okay. Hey,
Yeah,
if you buy a
9.
backpack, you can add 20.
Night.
Remember, your daggers and shit have
Hmm.
weight.
That almost
Remember
doubles your
regular
shit.
combo.
Have weight to them, Sean.
I know. I was sitting here and I realized that as he said he gave me exactly 45. I'm like,
All right,
that's not
I
gonna-
give you 13, motherfucker. I give you
Okay.
13 of them.
that I can handle.
Jesus
I imagine.
Christ. All right, Aaron, you want some more? You got more room?
I have 80 pounds of room.
No, you don't. I already gave you 80 pounds worth.
Oh, did you?
Ah.
You didn't tell me how much you gave me.
Well, I think I did.
No,
pretty
you
sure I
didn't.
did. I
You said
subtracted
you
it.
dumped some on my dead body, but you didn't
Yeah.
tell me how much.
Just assume it's a lot. Ah, damn it.
Okay,
All
well, I have 80 pounds of
So,
room
you
with all
give her,
my shit.
20-something days of shit. So did you give her? So did
All
you
right,
give her
hang on.
20
So I've got
days of
49.
rations and stuff, and rank.
I can take 26 rations.
I give you 25 rations.
R&R, rations
Alright.
and rank.
All right,
Yeah,
that leaves
I
me
have
with
it.
24. I'm encumbered still. But you know what?
But we're
I'm
friends.
got fast as shit. I don't give a fuck. Jesus.
Well, I can, if I take, hold on. Give me one
Wait.
more. Does that make you unencumbered?
No, I'm like 43 over, and I'm like
Oh,
real
shit.
encumbered. Don't even sweat
Oh,
it. I
are
don't even
you
know how
fully
I'm this encumbered.
Wait, how much is like fully encumbered? Because 120 is my medium encumbered.
Wait a minute. How much? So it's. I mean, I've got like 3 pounds worth of money on me right now.
Dur.
Oh my god. All right. You know what? This is fine. I'll move 30 feet around instead of 40. It's
No,
fine.
wait, but like, how much is maximum encumbered? Is it just 20 pounds every time?
No. What? No.
Or 40 pounds every time?
How could you have 80 pounds that you can still carry? Is that because of your backpack?
I only had 40 pounds of stuff.
Did anyone happen to know what Cled's
And
inventory
80
looks
pounds
like and
more
what he
would
can
be
carry?
2
I'll
medium
tell you what,
encumbered.
Cled carries his
That's what I was
own shit.
saying.
Does that make you all happy?
Yes.
Yeah, but I don't know how much.
Hold on. let me
Milo
take a
did the math
sweat.
on that.
Easy. 14. It's 14. Because we're all doing 2
Oh, yeah.
weeks. It's 14. I
Okay.
can do that. All right.
Cled?
He gets 14 rations.
Are you good now?
1 pound over. Well, no. I'm gonna convert. Can I go to a bank and convert my fucking bits or pieces to something? Like I'm carrying like this sack of fucking tiny bits of shit, and
Yeah.
it's weighing me
But
down.
It's the same. Okay, let me explain to you
Aaron's
how
like,
the
yeah,
money
that's
here
good.
works.
That's
If you
good.
put all the bits together,
Milo
they
doesn't
make
know.
If you put 10 bits together, they're literally a broken up chunk of ceramic. If you put 10 of them together, you don't just get the value of a piece. You literally get
No,
a
no.
piece.
He wants.
Becomes me, but I
He
have
understands that,
weighed
but he
down.
wants to know if
The
he
sheet
can
does
convert
not do
those
it
into
that way.
another.
Okay,
I am
yeah.
weighed down by
So,
pieces.
100
Yep.
ceramic pieces is 1 gold piece.
I am gonna
Yeah.
transfer into a gold piece, not encumbered. Boom. I got a shiny gold piece now. Jesus Christ.
I
I
effectively
think,
have one, so
yeah,
I'm
I
just gonna
think
do
that the weight system is skewed because, this
It's-
sheet, it's like
it's
silver.
small.
It thinks it's silver pieces, so I think it's giving it more heft, maybe.
Yeah.
Like, I know a copper piece is not a tenth of a silver piece in weight in this sheet, but it's all good. I'm not encumbered now. I got a shiny gold
Yeah, would
piece.
you like me to change the weight of money so that way you can calculate it? Would that...
That would be great
Okay,
if you
I
could,
will. Sure
Dennis.
thing. Let me go ahead and do that real quick.
Good.
Alright, I'm done. So here's how it works, motherfucker.
Right, go changing it. There. All right, we did it. The D&D part's done. We got we got everything but a tent.
I don't know where the fuck we're gonna put the tent, but that's fine.
Maybe we just skip the tent for now.
Yes, because
Is this gonna take Karina a minute to
so
make it?
well.
We got these nice little hats. They're like little
Yeah,
tiny
exactly.
tents.
They're tiny tents. We were on our heads. It's fine. Works out.
Yes, that's how this...
I'm sure they will keep us warm at night.
Dennis is like, yes, do this. I will kill you all.
Mm-hmm.
Alright. So, with that done, and you guys are slowly trudging your way out, stuffing your back. There's a scene where Milo's like eyeballing the unconscious Strassa, like holding up her hand and like putting like some weight in it to see how much it can carry. Not a lot.
Yep.
Not a lot.
Weak as shit. Jesus. Man.
Yeah.
Seems stronger than this.
But Faldir, you're able to piece it together to some degree, and you guys are able to somehow distribute the carrying loads appropriately. Because swatters are very heavy.
Dungeons and Dragons. They're so fucking heavy.
How much does it weigh?
35 pounds.
Jesus Christ!
It's just it's a weapon. It's a weighs as
You're
much as fucking
literally
Mama.
wielding a Mack truck.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
just
That's the one disadvantage of this weapon. Otherwise, it's just the best weapon.
yeah. Man, I mean, I probably could have lost some weight if I didn't carry all these bricks around with me, but whatever.
Milo
love
also has a
bricks.
small brick house on his back.
Yeah, also, I've been collecting bricks as I go. I've got like 50 of them now.
So, you guys have
They're
purchased
built
the
into the
stuff.
water.
What would you now like to do?
What time, after
Let's say
this
it takes a
shenanigans,
while,
what
so
time
it's
of day
probably
is it?
A little afternoon. It's like 1 o'clock. You guys have like 4 hours. Like,
Shit. This is complicated. It's a complicated thing. All right. Should we seek out? Should we talk to one of the? Do you think we could negotiate? Kind of convince.
Gonna kind of do some looking around town, try and we don't even know what any of these people look like. We don't know where they go. We don't know much about them. So I'm gonna try and
Would I know what the conservator of games look like anyway? I know what one looks like.
that's good.
The
Do you know
guard.
his name? Do you know anything we might be able to use for information to
He often presides over the arena games.
roll me a history check, Milo.
that's a lot of information. Yeah. To see if you even know that much.
Okay, you know that he is actually a she.
She looks the game. She likes to watch the fights. And she didn't talk much to me. Though.
So I will say,
When I was here.
yeah, I'll say everybody except for Milo go ahead and take off their headset while I break down some info that he would know.
Yeah.
Boom.
Give me that
Yeah.
blood type.
It's AB positive, very common. But in any event, yeah. So you know a little bit about this. So, you know that the conservator of games and the conservator of I mean, you don't 100% know the situation because you didn't roll that great. But what you do know is that they are the conservator of games and the conservator of slaves are man and woman, and they often show up together during like big like festivals and stuff for the arenas. Okay. Let's see here. I will say, do you know the man's name? Yeah. I will say that you do know the man's name. He is he's a human. Named Giras. And he is sort of you understand that he was probably like a member of like a trade caravan or something who had intimate ties with Tyr and got promoted to effectively becoming a major Templar. Right? He got in with Calic some kind of weird way, and so he had like a lot of context to bring slaves into Tyr, in some capacity, and so he is sort of like he's sort of the guy who, whenever it comes time for the slave tithe, right? He is the man in charge of organizing it, and that sort of thing.
Okay. Ooh.
So there's that
okay.
guy. And
cool.
And he is a human.
Okay.
And then of course you have the female who is she's an elf, and her name is, where is it? Jayla. Or Jila, I'm sorry. So there's Giras and Jila. And Jila often, even though she's an elf, she had like the tips of her ears cut, sort of denouncing her elfhood. And you know that she often speaks in the opening of the games. She often dresses very flamboyantly and sort of is someone who does sort of an opening sequence of the games while Giras stands alongside her. Okay? Any questions?
Okay. Giras, is he... So he does the tithe? Is he like when I've seen him, does he look like a bad hombre? Is he like...
So, like, as far as like what he looks like he looks almost very unassuming. But
okay.
You know, as an ex-slave, like, you know that everyone feared him, right? To be purchased by him, like, people didn't really see his slaves around anymore. They didn't work anymore, and the tithe obviously had a serious toll. And so, Giras was somebody who you definitely, who most people were afraid of, right? Because to be purchased by him, so like, if he showed up looking to make a purchase or to claim slaves to be brought to Tyr's palace, to Calic in any capacity, like, it was a spooky day.
Okay, so he when he was buying slaves, he bought them for Calic.
Know. It is assumed that
right.
is often the case, but no one really knows. And obviously, with the slave tithe, that was a huge deal.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
Makes sense.
And, whereas, in contrast, the conservator of games is someone that you wanted to meet, because meeting her was often like a situation where you were going to be, you had a chance of, or if you met Gila, you had a chance of being like named a champion or something, right?
Right.
Yeah, and
right.
so that worked out better for you as a slave, as a gladiator, effectively, right? And in fact, like, the champions, she would often, it was often like a ceremonial thing, where she would give them a kiss on the cheek, sort of as part of their sort of adornment, if you will.
Aye. All right.
Okay.
Got what I need. Thank you.
All right. So Milo's like, hey, we should talk to some conservators.
The two, I know. There's the one who looks over the games. She's an elf, I think. Her ears are all cut. She seemed nice. As nice as any of them are. Also know her name's Gila, by the way. There was another man, human. He was in charge of slaves. I did not like him. I don't know that he would be an ally to our cause. His name was Gyros. We could kill him. We should kill him.
Well, I think our best option with any of these is to open with negotiations, and then if those fall through, then secondary option, Plan
We
B,
enter
if you will.
aggressive negotiations.
Yes.
Negotiations with a lightsaber. Okay. Okay. Well, I mean, I never went and visited them in their homes, so I don't really.
I'll see if I can gather what information I can around town. Just kind of observe things. We don't have any contacts here, so I can't really be like, hey, I'm gonna pay you some money, tell me the thing.
Don't we have the one?
Yeah, but we don't know where to meet him. It was kind of a very secretive kind of, in the shadows kind of meeting that we had. Unless you're talking about Drogmolly, in which case, yes, we know where to meet him. I wasn't sure if you were referring to the conservator.
Oh, no.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe he seemed to know things. Here in Tyr. Where we are.
Yes, I'm just looking for a way to gather information in such a way that I can pass the rest of the afternoon without...
But if we get it soon, we could go meet with them now, before we leave.
Something tells me he doesn't want to talk about something like this at his... Because we had to have the secret meeting in the first... Well, tell you what, we'll figure this out after we get back from Clet. Put a pin in it. We'll take a look at things then. Okay?
Okay. You're probably right.
Potentially. I could also be mad. It's hard to tell.
That's your hair. How's the stump? Nub?
No, it's alright. I don't really notice it much anymore.
That's good. That's good.
Except when you go to smack a member of the party.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah, and I do it a lot more than you guys realize. I'm usually standing behind you and you just kind of see me gesture with my shoulder, and then I look and I just look disappointed.
We just think you picked up a tick. You're just like,
yeah. Exactly.
That's good. Borgo, he only had one arm. He did just fine. I only have one ear, but I hear better than most. So
That is strange. I've always been curious about that.
yeah, the heart wants what the face. When you give if it's just
Thing. Yes.
just
Got
one
you.
of those,
Mhm.
one of those.
Yes. All right. Well, I'm gonna go sit in my room and make some things for a bit. So,
Okay,
see you in the morning, probably.
okay. Have a good night, out there.
You as well.
Man clasp with the knot missing.
All right. 10 out of 10.
Mhm.
All right. So, Milo, where are you going?
I'm gonna go play with my bricks.
That's what the kids are calling it these days.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Sure. And so you're doing nothing. I'm interpreting that
As time passes and we wait for Shasta to wake up so we can
I
go out
gotcha.
into the desert.
And
Yes,
you
basically.
are doing what? Nothing as well?
I'm
Okay.
basically doing the same thing, yes. But in a different context and with fewer
Alright.
bricks.
So the evening comes and descends upon you guys. You're able to rest up as the day goes by. You guys loaded up with some materials and such. And once again, the sun rises. This time, Trasa, you come into consciousness as the night
Hey!
arrives. You guys wake up, shuffle about.
Alright.
So do I don't realize it's been 2 days.
You know it's been a while.
Okay.
You got bed sores. It's just
Yeah. Well, that's why I was like, I suddenly have a shit ton of rations. Like,
yep. Just stacked atop
I
you.
do want to
Like
check
you're
my
actually
bag.
buried
'Cause
beneath
I have
them.
I have a sneaking suspicion I've lost everything.
I believe I already told you what you lost.
Nope.
No, you told Milo she was
Told
unconscious.
Milo because he
okay.
woke up and checked.
Milo.
Hello.
But he didn't know what was in my bag, so you
No,
couldn't tell him
Faldier
what I
knows.
was.
Wait,
Yeah.
you told me
So
actually.
check, and you have
Yeah,
900
you have-
bits.
Oh, I didn't lose as much as I thought. Thank God.
Yeah, she took a reasonable amount. Like I'm
Yeah,
fine
I
with
didn't
it.
actually count those bits out.
Oh,
I just
Jesus
assumed.
Christ! I was like, oh my God, are my candlesticks still there? I doubt that.
Your candlesticks are still there.
Holy shit!
She's fucking great.
I've been waiting for 3 weeks to find out if my candlesticks.
Yeah,
Like,
because I
literally,
didn't
I've been like,
even think to look for them.
But they are there.
I mean, Faldir did. Because he would know that you kept them in a place that was secure and would not tell anyone about them. Or be in a situation where someone would suspect that you had them.
Yeah, of course not. Very
You also
cool.
have hickeys and bite marks, this message
Yeah.
says, for the record,
Yeah.
just so you know.
Right?
Got into a hell of a
The
fight.
dirty man.
Yeah.
And a smelly
Yeah.
man
It was terrible.
in an alley.
Ugh.
Terrible.
And
Armored.
plate mail.
Surrender
Yeah.
plate.
I don't know where he got it, but yeah, I
That's
broke
right.
through it
I
with bare
feel you.
hands.
Alright.
Uh,
I
okay.
knock on their door politely in the morning.
Let's come to.
but
Oh, good, you're awake.
I wasn't.
not you.
What?
So.
Oh, you're okay.
Yeah.
I gonna go up and like I'll
Mm.
shake her hand. It's good.
I confusedly shake his
Respectable.
hand.
That's good.
That's
Glad.
the appropriate response to been comatose for 2 days.
Yeah.
Slow handshake. Hmm.
The whole
Maintain eye
time.
contact though, so it's meaningful. Yeah.
Good firm shake. Yep. Hmm. Right. So Shrasa, to fill you in, you took some things you shouldn't have. You were unconscious for 2 days.
Okay.
Yep.
It's the meeting.
Yes, you missed
Oh
the meeting.
shit! Yeah. How did?
Wait, did you
Hello.
know there
I
a
was
meeting?
comatose for 2 days. No, I'm not gonna wake up and be like, oh
Yeah, I
yes,
know.
all these appointments.
But
Yeah.
Michael,
She
did
knew
she
there
know
was a
there was a?
meeting,
Yeah,
yeah.
she knew there was a meeting.
Yeah,
And
she
you
knew
did
there was
the
a meeting.
thing, and then
Yeah,
I
Yeah,
posted
that happened
it.
last thing
before
that
you
happened.
guys
That's
went
the last
out.
thing she
That
remembers.
was
Is
the
you
thing
guys scheduling a meeting.
So
All
that
right,
was
meeting
actually
tomorrow.
promptly
Yeah.
when I got shit faced.
Beautiful.
Well, we basically discovered that there are kind of these positions within the government here known as conservators, and there are people we are to either attempt to turn against the Sorcerer King or kill. Otherwise, basically just make sure they're indisposed in some fashion and unable to assist him.
Okay. And
So-
how many of these are there?
6,
7.
I think. 7, but we already have one.
Yeah,
So
there's
6.
6 that you have not, met.
At large.
So yes, there's that. We're actually planning on going to Cled for a day or two and try and figure out what aid they are willing to offer us, given that they owe us a favor. And then we're going to figure out whether we go and take a look at Alteruk, or if we try and deal with a conservative problem here first.
There's also a library, but it sounded awful.
Okay. And I'm still kind of rooting through my bag, and I'm like, I'm assuming these rations are for the trip to Cled.
Yes.
Oh yeah, we got them. You feel okay?
What?
Are you feeling good? You feel better now? Do I?
Yeah, I'm
My
fine.
hand on her head. Does she feel?
That feels like a person. Yeah.
I'm
I don't know.
fine.
I don't know. I don't know.
I'm
what-
pleasantly warm,
I've
like
seen
everything
people do
else in
this.
Darksun.
Yeah. Okay.
So are we leaving today, or
Yes, that was. Well, we were planning on
If
leaving
you're-
whenever you woke up, and
if you're
seeing
up
as how
for
you're
it.
awake, yes, we're going to leave today.
Just have to pick up our tent. Maybe.
Yes, if you can find Karina, by all means. But took her like 3 or 4 days to build, or actually, I think it might have been a week to build our tent last time.
But she had, other clients. She's exclusive.
She also had a store and a shop with which to make things.
I think she's motivated. this
well,
time.
sitting here in the hotel room debating it is not going to make us find her. So
Okay, well,
She's feeling better.
let's. Yes, clearly. Well, we can spend a couple hours this morning looking for Karina, see if she has the tent built, and then head out if you want, or we can just head out now.
I mean, I would like to have a tent. So
Okay. Let's see if we can find Karina in the trade district, I assume.
Do they have a law?
best bet.
So, but I remember, do they have like a? Do they probably? I think it's probably safe to assume cities do, but would they frown on little
Yeah,
fuckers
great.
flying around? Probably.
It's actually
Yeah.
highly.
I'm gonna tell Clint to
in-
do it
In
anyway.
every single Darksun campaign setting book, they make a point to describe how much people don't like it. And it's usually like the guard will start trying to murder you.
I just love that was like the first thing Mike did. He's like, "All right, let me just fly up here."
I was like, hey, don't fucking do that.
Like, no, you do it one more time after the next time you do it. They'll spear at you. So I remember it. Okay. Well, yeah. I mean, she'll be. We know roughly where she is.
All right. Let's go take a look. See if we can find her.
Let's do it.
Do the thing.
All right, we head to the
So-
thing.
There was a time when she told you that she would be staying at the Golden Nix.
I thought she was just meeting us there.
Oh.
Yeah,
no,
I thought she said
meeting
just
there, but
meet
she
there.
is staying at the Golden Nix, as it turns
Oh,
out.
okay.
Oh, okay.
She's following our logic. Oh, that's
Well,
the
is she
first place I found.
conveniently also eating
Well,
breakfast
no, she's
when we
not
wander
following your
down?
Logic. It's that the Golden Nix is probably the nicest in the caravan district, and she's spending a lot of time there because that's where you're going to get things like traveling supplies, survival stuff, and of course where she would be able to sell to people who would want those sorts of things.
I mean, that was all in our mind
Okay,
when we picked Porter's
awesome.
reason too.
Yeah.
It's just location, location, location. So All right, yeah. Let's head for that sweet
You
Inex.
live there.
Go.
We're there.
You are right now. So we fell asleep.
That's weird.
All right.
Go there.
Toss your 2 ceramic pieces.
The golden
Go.
bombo.
Per room. There are 2 rooms.
Yeah.
So anyway.
Yep.
You guys have
Yeah.
2 silver candlesticks that you just keep it in your backpack.
Our plan was to smelt them down and make them into a weapon.
Yeah,
of some
and then
kind.
I got real shit faced, and now these motherfuckers want to leave. So
I'll
they're
pay for
staying in my backpack.
They give you things and you're like, everything's so hard. We're so
I
we're
tried
so
to do
poor.
something with it.
Even though we have like something
I
that is
tried
worth the
to do
king's
something.
ransom in our backpack.
excessively,
You guys are like,
excessively
so poor. Well, you
valuable.
have the Mona Lisa like strapped to your back. Oh god, it's so hard.
The
I
key
mean,
is
I
we
don't
keep
feel
one
that
candlestick, make it into a dagger, and then we sell the other one. That's
Fine.
the idea.
While these shitheads are looking for Karina, I'll go try and find what's his face.
That's a good person to try and find. It might be difficult
Staros.
because I feel like a
It's
lot of
so
people have
better.
that name.
He gave me directions. I follow those directions.
Look at you hold your notes up. See?
Yeah.
Oh well, there you go. You gave me directions and a 10%
Oh,
discount
weird.
voucher.
Weird.
Yeah.
It's right there.
He put in a good word.
All right. So, I'm gonna step away from that for a minute. So the other 2 of you, as your companion decides that she wants to leave and go out on her own, what do you guys do? Do you guys let her go? Do you bother?
Send Cled with her.
Not Cled. He's doing some bird shit. He's doing some bird.
He's
That's what-
unconscious. Yeah.
Doing some bird shit.
He's
Just,
He's
screaming.
bird things.
He's
He's trying to sell his feathers as
He keeps-
quills. It's not
he
working
keeps,
very
like-
effectively.
He keeps like running and like taking off, and then the guard just like grabs him and says no, 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 and pulls him back
Grabs him
down.
by the leg and just yanks
Yeah,
him
just,
back
no,
down.
dun,
Yeah.
dun, dun, dun,
okay. hmm
Repeatedly. Mhm.
dun. All day long.
There's just one guard chasing Clint.
Benny Hill plays. All right.
Mhm.
Uh,
Okay.
Can you can you handle things with Karina?
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Do you have enough money? It's okay if it's all right.
Don't think I do. And you only have
Here.
1 gold piece.
No. Well,
Someone bumps into you in the street, it's gone immediately.
Shh. We don't talk about that, just like we don't talk about killing Calic. Here, take this, and you get, I don't know what, 28 ceramic pieces.
All right.
There you
Woo!
go.
Okay.
I'm rolling in dough. I don't know. I forget why, but I've got lots of
I
money.
forget why.
Oh, it's because I sold a bunch of weapons and shit.
Yeah.
I remember. Yeah, and when weapons were like in demand and altering, I'm a good
You made
trader.
a killing.
Yeah. Oh,
No.
too soon.
I'll take your other arm, boy.
Too soon and too terrible. Yeah, boy. Oh boy, your legs off.
As I said, by the end of this campaign, I'm gonna be a head in a
A
jar.
blind
It's just
head in a jar.
the
with
way
no
it thinks.
tongue. What now?
Yeah.
Yeah.
To the pain.
So,
Yeah, exactly.
Man,
I'll still hear
somebody-
things.
Baldir
This
becomes
guy.
the pixie.
it's okay. Y'all made no effort to resolve
Alright.
that either. So,
Yeah.
Nope.
It got quiet,
oh,
right?
well, then it's
Stop
great.
screaming.
Shut the fuck up.
There's
She
no
shut up.
problems.
So, yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
it's not like I don't look at it ever.
But I mean, it is interesting that now you know not only is it alive and sentient, but it can actually communicate. So
But it only communicates in screams, so it's not my fault that it chooses not to tell me to stop.
So she,
use your words, murder.
Alright.
Yep.
Torture.
That's
Enunciate
fucked up.
torture.
Cool. So, anyway. Are we the
Are
bad
we
guys?
buddies?
For sure I am.
I think you're basically just turning into a Bond
Plot
villain.
twist: Baldir is the
Yeah,
Sorcerer
he was a
King
player
that
in the
took
campaign.
over
I put him
Alteroid.
in here day one.
I mean, there's going to be. I mean, well, if nothing else, there's going to be a vacuum once we deal with
Yeah.
Calic, and
I'll become the new Sorcerer King. That's the goal.
Yeah.
And I'm not actually a sorcerer in any
It's all a
capacity.
facade.
I like it.
you
I
don't know
like
that. We all assume that you are. You
Yeah.
flew on a fucking chair and shit. I don't know.
Still my
All right.
all-time favorite moment.
Yeah, that was pretty great. All right, so I'll go with Strasa to try and fence this or do something with these
Okay.
fucking candlesticks.
Mhm.
Are great
And what
relics.
are you going to be doing, Valdir? Okay.
Trying to find Karina.
So I will say, after everybody leaves, you ask, like, I'll say you probably ask, the owner of the Golden Nix, Rowan, who's a male half-elf. Yes, I'm sorry, how can I help you?
I'm looking for a woman by the name of Karina. I'm not sure if she's staying here or.
Well, it's usually not really something that I do to reveal that kind of personal information.
She's an old friend, and I slide a couple of ceramic pieces to
Tell
him.
me about- Okay.
A couple is two.
Tell me about a couple.
Those are pieces, not bits.
Yeah.
They're deeply in love.
They're eloping to
They
his
met.
pocket.
They met on Tinder.
Mike's
I
not here. We have
definitely
no one to
fails,
make this
then.
stupid.
Good job, superstar.
Okay, I tried. Okay, I leave.
So yeah, he's definitely kind of put off by your attempt at bribery, especially considering you basically tried to bribe him with the cost of one night in a room, for personal information about a guest or guests, and you just head out.
Oh, it really
Yeah,
does
it does
fail.
fail.
Okay.
No,
Um,
that does.
I
happen,
thought you were
but
joking at first. Okay.
Not because you made a dumb joke. That's why I'll kill you later. That's not.
That's what I'm
Different.
expecting.
He's. I'm
Um,
sorry, I'm not a.
I'll just.
You bribe a pauper, and he pushes back the ceramics. This isn't that kind of establishment, friend.
All right. That's fine. That's fine. I think I'll just get a table and just kind of sit and wait and see if she happens to come in. What time in the morning is
It's
it?
probably at around. Assuming you guys had breakfast, it's probably around 9.
Okay. Yeah, I'll just get a table and kind of wait and see if she shows up. I mean, as far as I know, everybody else is coming back here to meet up here in
Okay.
about an hour or two anyway.
Meanwhile, where are the other two of you going?
I'm going to meet Zaros the Stonecutter.
The Stonecutter. Very good. And what is the name of his place?
You didn't tell me. I have Zaros the stonecutter, but he can work with metal. I was given directions, and he's a mole.
Well, let me see here. Does it have a name? Yes, his shop does have a name. It is called the Stone and Mortar.
Oh, never got that, but
I
I'll write it
believe
down now.
But very well.
Okay.
Okay. So yeah, so you make your way on over to the Stone and Mortar, which is in the Artisans District. So it's in a much more nicer part of town, where you guys stick out even more than usual.
Good. Good.
As you guys make your way through, you can see that there are, it's a fairly exciting place, the Caravan District. But after you finally kind of make your way through all of that, you get into the much finer streets of the Artisans District, where the men who don't seem to be inherently tied to the city guard themselves, and they wear the red helmets, if you'll recall correctly, seem to patrol here instead of actual Tyrian guard. And after following directions, and people eyeballing you, and you can see that there's even a couple of clerics who are walking about as well. However, they are fire clerics, not water clerics. They're very sort of enthusiastic and jovial, but they kind of cast a very hard eye towards you, as there's a little bit of dislike.
Because I am the paper to their rock.
But you finally do make your way towards the Stone and Mortar, which is a very nice place, as opposed to being made out of adobe, like much of the buildings in like the Caravan District and stuff. You can see that this is actually like nice stone that has been well worked. You can see that it's definitely a fine place. You can see outside there are actually like stone bricks and sort of blocks and stuff that are clearly designed to be on display, that of which are very ornate, and there's clearly an element of polish and refinement, that of which functions there. As you enter in, you can see that Zalos is currently hammering away at a massive brick, carving away this massive block, carving away at it, and it's huge, right? It probably weighs half a ton or something.
Jesus.
And it's gray with a sort of white inlay running through it, and he seems to be sort of sculpting it into sort of a perfect cube. As you guys approach, he turns and looks towards you. You can see he's a guy who's fairly barrel-chested and definitely like overweight, but there's definitely sort of like a strength to him. He's not as fit or as sort of refined as you might see a warrior or somebody who travels in the desert. But judging by his sort of weight, there's clearly, he's clearly a wealthy man who can afford to have a more laid-back lifestyle and to eat very well. And there's definitely like, he's got these, big strong arms that are not just for show, calluses across his fingers. And he kind of looks towards you. His face is sort of wrinkled. He looks a little over the hill, probably just in his early 50s or something like that. He says, "Hey, now what is it that you want?"
Hello, sir. I have some goods you might be interested in. I heard that you have skill working with, obviously, stone and potentially metal as well.
A broad smile, and you can see that he has what appears to be like a copper-colored tooth, and a couple of teeth missing. "Well, I'm the best around, I'll tell you that much." And he goes ahead and gives you a firm pat on the shoulder. "Now, what is it that you're looking for me to work with?"
So I'm going to pull one of them out. Not all four. and say, well, I have this, and I was wondering if you'd be interested in purchasing it or potentially making one into a dagger for me.
His eyes grow wide, and he holds out a hand that you can see tremors a little. May I take a look at it, my dear? He takes it
Yes,
into his hand
and I hand it over.
very delicately, and he sort of runs his thumb along it. Wastes take me. Waste is outright incredible. And he kind of runs his fingers along the grooves and such. There's real craftsmanship here. You sure you want me to turn it into a dagger?
I'll be honest with you, sir. I don't have much use for a candlestick as a water cleric.
Right, fair enough. This could sell for This could sell for enough gold to take care of you for a year or two. You sure about this? Where did you get this? This ain't stolen goods, is it?
No, of course not. I wouldn't bring stolen goods to a fine craftsman as yourself. It was a gift from some dwarves that we met. It was apparently a family heirloom of some sort.
Over in his hand. And what favor must you have done to get this?
We cleared out some dangers that were threatening an ancient burial site of theirs.
He nods. Wow. He takes it and puts it down on top of the block and looks at it. Yeah. Yeah, alright. I can work with this. I can turn it into a pretty decent dagger.
If I had more of this, would you be interested in purchasing it?
How much?
I have 3 more like it.
Go ahead and roll me deception.
That's true, I have 3. I have 4. 4 candlesticks at 1 pound each.
Yeah, I have them. Well, 1 second then. How much does a dagger weigh? It does?
1 pound. That's why I thought
I
one
gotcha.
candlestick would
For
make
some
1
reason,
dagger.
In my head, they were 2 pounds, but yeah,
I have them at 1 pound each.
that might be true.
I could have that wrong,
I
but
just don't know. That's the literal position I hold. It's not like I don't know, like I'm doubting you. It's in I literally do not know.
okay. And you can probably pull it up faster than I can because my computer is a piece of shit.
But anyway, he says, yeah, they do weigh a pound. He says, yeah. 3, huh? Well, right, I think I can do 2 for a fair price.
Okay. And what would that fair price be?
He kind of mulls it over for a bit, sort of looking at the sort of craftsmanship associated with it. Let me think. Let me see here. And he says, right, I can do 100 gold pieces.
Can I inside check him? I just heard Dan choke. I couldn't see him. All I heard was oh, Jesus. Oh, insight's gonna tell me
Sedative.
Fucking worth it.
Yeah.
Nope. I have no idea if that's a good price, but I'm gonna take it anyway.
Alright.
Okay. I think I can probably do that. And what's the price to work that third one there into a dagger?
$25.
Okay,
He holds out.
I'll do it. So that
He
leaves
holds out a big meaty
5.
hand. You clasp and he shakes. All right, we have a bargain. Now,
When do you think the dagger will be done by?
takes time. Right, well, he says, I think I could probably make you something similar. Something of use. Can you give me 4 days?
Absolutely. We're actually going on a bit of an errand. So we'll be back probably 2.5 weeks. I'll just pick it up then if that's all right.
I'll work with this one. I don't have exactly 75 gold pieces just lying around now, but I can definitely put it together. When did you say you're going to come back?
2.5 weeks.
Alright. I'll have the money ready by then.
All right. Thank you. I'm going to turn and leave.
Yeah. He has the candlestick sitting there. He places it on top of the block that he was working on. He just sort of looks at it, staring at it, almost entranced by it.
Does he just work with stone, or are there like
Yeah,
actual
bricks around.
bricks around too? They're like a good, nice looking
Yeah,
brick.
it's definitely of some serious quality, and it like judging from judging from it, some of them you can see do not look like they were like cooked or prepared effectively. They were just like literally like these very expensive stone blocks that were cut into bricks.
Good, good, good work. Goodbye. Milo, goodbye.
And
I'll leave.
might I ask who are you?
Oh,
Me?
Both of you are a good start.
I'm Milo.
I'm Sharasa.
She's Strasa.
And
I'm
are
Milo.
you with a caravan, or are you just?
We are the Sundered Blade.
We wander a bit.
Walkers? All right. Well, good luck, Waste Walkers.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you as well.
He nods, and then goes back to just staring at the candlestick for a bit as you guys leave.
My plan for that fourth one is just to use it as a club because that fucking cracked me up when he was like, is this a shitty club?
Bonk.
I'm just going to run around the desert bonking people with a candlestick. I hope so.
In the library with the candlestick.
Yes.
No,
It was
it's not
Strasa.
acceptable too. So, I will
Anyway.
say,
We waddle.
after a period
back-
of time, you do see Karina, but she does not come out of her room. She, in fact, returns into the Golden Enix. She has scarves wrapped around her, and seems to be dressed more in the typical fashion, which is to have sort of these well-fitted pants on and a sort of almost like tunic, kind of loose-fitting about her. She's got one of the conical hats on, and she's got a pair of sun goggles on.
Barely recognizable, I imagine.
Yeah, but she you know, she has a sort of air about her that makes her clearly identifiable.
Yeah.
Oh,
Karina.
And she heads on over. Well, hello. How are we doing now today?
Doing pretty well. So about that tent, we never really got to settle the
Oh,
details
well, I'm
on.
working on it right now, and it's not quite done, but you know, it's going to take a little bit of time. But don't you worry, I'm working on it.
Do you have a rough estimate of how much time it might take?
Well, you know, it's like I always say, you should never rush quality, dear. But I'm gonna say that maybe 5 days, and I'll have you something that will be fantastic.
All right. We may be out of town, but if you just want to hold it for us
Of course,
till we
dear.
get back.
Anything for you. She smiles.
Thank you.
And
I turn to the innkeeper and I gesture at the two of us.
yeah.
No, not really.
She heads on over and she
Put your arm around
she
her.
goes to the tavern and gets herself a glass, a sort of cup of wine. And seems to be, you know, rummaging through her wares that she's purchased and that sort of thing.
All right. I wait for the rest of the party to reconvene here so we can discuss plans that we have now made for things that will be done in a few days.
Y'all's current plan is let's go to Clan and convince them to go fight for Altruc, and then go back to Tyr.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, so I'm kind of planning for failure, and so we're gonna come back to Tyr dejected.
That's a good way to work.
Yeah. Always plan for failure at this point. We established that early on. I'm going to give you guys these 4 challenges. It'll be great. Some of you might fail. Some of you might succeed. We'll see how it goes.
Yeah. So don't all fail, and you all failed fantastically. With some very exciting rolls. But you guys make your way, reconvening back in the Golden Linux. It's lunch hour. People are milling about. And the excitement is certainly you know, full bore as people are coming in, ordering, you know, drink and food and such. You guys reconvene, having made new plans, sort of gathered around. As you guys return, I will say, you guys do see Josie the Juggler is out performing today, drawing attention to herself and such, performing some trick with some other random person that she drew from the crowd. But it's a different trick. It's probably not as cool.
No way.
She's a little
I thought
freaked
what
out
we had
by
was
Milo.
special.
In this case, she has basically like a guy who's holding like who has like basically like something of like a pot sort of deal balanced on his head, and she throws a dagger into it, and being that it seems to be of a soft material and it sticks into it and that sort of stuff, and people clap as the thing then falls off his head and smashes onto the ground and that sort of thing. And you know, tips are provided for her as she wanders around and sort of makes merriment in the caravan district and is generally putting on a show. So you guys are hanging out.
So
I think we're heading
go.
out.
So
Let's
how did
go.
things go with whatever it was you were doing?
well,
Fine. We'll talk about it once we're out of town.
Okay. The tent won't be done for 5 days, by the way. So,
All
would
right.
you
Well,
rather
I don't really want to. I'd rather just go.
Okay.
It's already going to be at least 2 weeks in travel time.
Okay.
let's get it done.
Okay.
There's nowhere else we could get a tent, so let's just go.
Absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
Away.
Away.
So you guys just book it on out. I dig
Yep.
it.
Yep.
Yeah.
So
See ya.
you guys head on out through the desert, into the desert. The guards seem to be less concerned about who comes in than who it is that actually leaves, and so you guys are able to make it out without an excessive degree of hassle. And now, I guess Kled is probably leading the way.
Yeah,
He usually
he'll be
does.
if he fucks up, he'll be off scouting or some shit while we fight. Just jam up our works here.
That's fair.
Bird person itself.
Okay.
May have
Yeah.
a word for that in his language.
It's Kled.
Dub, 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 dub.
Yeah, he rolls poorly. He does not succeed.
Oh, but he uses the bullshit abilities so he can find his
Known
way.
direction.
Thank you.
He uses
Yep.
the bullshit ability. And he fails. So, yeah, he's the worst. I hate
Damn it,
him.
Cled.
We tried. We
Yeah.
tried to play Kled well.
I mean, we're
Wow.
playing him accurately.
Brutal.
Yeah.
Alright,
True.
so I'm just gonna go ahead and
Yeah.
put something together real quick. Don't y'all worry about it.
Okay.
Yep.
Did he
Nothing
say
in
he was
particular.
going to be gone tonight?
No?
No,
Didn't
he
think so.
did not communicate at all.
Yeah.
Thought he just ghosted.
So this is you guys. You're all over here. I'm gonna say Kled isn't
That's
gonna be
us.
there. He's fucking off somewhere.
Yeah, he's flying,
Okay.
he's flying around. He's like,
Yeah, he's just gonna watch the whole fight from the air. Yeah. Mhm.
Yeah, he's like, oh, I couldn't get here in time, guys.
Yes.
Fuck off.
Harrington pulls out his heart.
So did anybody want to roll a
Cheep, cheep,
d20?
cheep.
I got you. Awesome.
You don't got
That's
him.
what I like.
Wow.
You don't
like
got
this,
him,
Dad.
Foldier.
Okay.
You
I
have
mean,
disappointed
it's
me.
the lowest number on the dice.
Ooh,
Alright.
saucy.
Let me go ahead and pull this bad boy up real quick. Ah, there we go. Very nice. Now let's see here.
Dear, you have failed me.
Alright. So that's supremely bad. Cool. So yeah, you guys, this is going to take a minute now.
Great.
So you guys can go ahead and...
Talk amongst yourselves. All right. Well, as we were traveling, let's have that conversation about what occurred.
Oh, yeah. So, I went to see a person about the candlesticks. Because, quite frankly, they are not of any use to me as candlesticks. And I have 4. Well, now I have 3. 1 he's working into a dagger. Then 2 of them he's offered me 100 gold pieces for. It was 25 gold to get the dagger made, so we have a balance of 75 gold.
Did you say 100
Yep.
gold pieces?
This is why I didn't want to talk about this in the tavern.
And you understand that this is not money that you can break down into bits that we're talking
Yes.
about, right? Okay, I just wanted to
Yes, I
clarify.
know. I don't
We
need it to be
There's just a
this.
bunch of
It's
gold
so rich.
filings in her bag. We're like, what the fuck happened?
What's this?
What did you
Jessica
do?
was
This is how
dragging
money
a
works.
Santa Claus-sized bag of bits into the inn. Like, but yes, so hopefully that works out. If he turns out to be an asshole, I've lost one of the candlesticks. But it is what it is, because what the fuck was I gonna do with candlesticks?
Hit
Sorry,
things
those-
with them.
Those candlesticks, were they part of the package given to us by Dwarfy Dude, or do you hide them from Dwarfy Dude?
I believe we hid them from Dwarfy Dude.
Yeah.
Because he was like, "Did you find anything else while you were down there?" And you said no because you actually didn't lie because you legitimately didn't know. If I remember that correctly.
Yeah, Milo was like, nope, this is all we found. We have turned it all over, and Faldier and I were like,
That's right. That's right. We were
Actually, Clint
almost
had the
not
other
going to
pair
show.
of beads.
And that's
Right.
why I liked you totally backing me up in the...
Yeah.
Because I was
You
like,
just
oh,
don't know where she got. Maybe there was a dwarven caravan that gifted those
given
things
to
to her.
us by
Oh shit.
dwarven people, and Milo was like, yeah.
Shit, I forgot all of this.
I was like, yeah, you go for that, Milo.
I thought that it was like in the little gift packet he gave us. It was
Oh, I
like,
don't
"Here,
think
get,
it was.
get a
I'm
pair of
pretty
beads,
sure
a hammer, and some
in the
candlesticks."
tomb.
Yeah, hopefully those aren't like meaningful
Yeah.
to my people or anything.
Well, one's a dagger and the rest are going to be gold here soon, so
Still got the one.
when we're rich and famous, you can go and buy them back.
Rich and famous, you can buy them back. Rich and famous is definitely the trajectory you guys are on, by the way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, we find
Oh,
more
wait.
candlesticks.
Well, we've got
Shaka
infamous
has
going
lofty
for us,
goals
at
here.
least, which is like famous, but with 2 other letters on the front of it, which makes it better.
Infamous.
Yeah,
That's right.
Infamous. Wow. I totally forgot. I thought I knew you had them and that they were really given.
You knew I had them. You didn't know where I got them.
Shit.
As far as Milo's concerned, they fucking appeared in my bag. They're like the infinite water skin.
Oh shit. You did a deal with a Rakshasa.
Yeah. Honestly, I think Milo would be less pissed about that than that we
For
stole
sure.
from his
Yeah. Oh yeah. No.
Well, then we still,
from his people.
and then you lied.
Yeah.
You lied.
Fine. I didn't lie. I lied by omission. Well, I did lie to the guy I was selling it to, but that's fine. You backed me up. So you also lied.
Remember earlier when I was talking about torturing a fairy and we were discussing the moral ambiguity of our party? This might be relevant.
No,
I don't know.
Josh is gonna hit chaotic neutral here real soon.
Who the fuck is the party's moral compass at this point?
No one.
Milo actually is
Yeah.
probably the closest,
Shit.
Yeah.
but that's only because his intelligence score is too low for him
Have
to
a brutal
have.
cunning.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh my god.
Alright. Yeah, this is taking a second, guys. I gotta build a demon situation.
Oh yeah, no, I'm excited. I'm excited for us to have a Shadow of the Colossus moment here.
I mean, how great would it be though? It's like we set all these things in motion. We're about to get fucking rich as fuck. Like I just
And
did
then
the
we
math.
just die. Yeah.
I just did the math. Like we could, yeah, off that money, we could just like
Yeah.
live for like 3 or 4 years, not do anything. We just
I'm
just
sure
hang out
nothing
and tear.
will happen. Nothing bad will happen in those 4 years.
But I mean, like, it's not like we don't have to go adventuring. We just hang out. But yeah, like that's a lot of dollar bills, y'all. But yeah, so we do all this shit, and then we just walk out the door and like 80 feet from
A
Tyr.
dragon
get-
just steps on us.
yeah, we
It's
just get
like,
obliterated.
That's what's about
This
to
is
happen.
bad shit, I'll be
right
honest with
now.
you, but it's gonna be really cool.
I mean, just think of all the
Yeah.
rations we're gonna lose.
It's
That's
gonna
the
be
real
super
tragedy.
cool. Don't worry, I gotta do something, but don't worry about what that something is. It's not a huge problematic situation.
Hmm. Oh, can I just say that all the people in the shitty Saturday game that I quit keep asking me how my Darksun campaign is going, and like live to hear how our campaign is going, and I'm like, sad that your game is shit, isn't it?
Because things actually happen in it.
Yeah.
I gotcha.
Makes sense. That's
People
very
don't
exciting.
fall asleep mid
Mm-hmm.
session.
I had a guy online
That's
do
pretty
that
cool.
once.
Oh my god, there's literally, we're all sitting at a table in a gaming store, and Todd will just fall
Fucking
asleep.
Todd!
Todd,
I
typical.
know.
Yeah,
Todd's a piece of shit.
every fucking
Every
time with this
goddamn
guy,
time.
Todd, what the shit, man?
God damn it.
Yeah, it
The
really
classic
is.
Todd move, though.
I mean, we come to expect it at this point.
Yeah, it's kind of who Todd is, but still.
Hold on.
That's a game that had like, it was like Arcade Fire and had like 500 people in it, right?
Yeah.
Is Arcade Fire like the big band? Wasn't that big band? There's a band that has like 500 members or some shit. Arcade Fire? I don't know. I don't
But
know.
yes, there were 9 players.
It's not Arcade Fire, you guys.
And it took
But-
us, I timed it once. It once took us 8 minutes to get through a round of combat. And I was like, nope, I'm done.
That's bad news for you.
Yeah.
Okay, fine. They got like 7 people in their band.
Yes, that is
It's
the
okay.
same as 500.
Man,
Those are the same number.
I'm rounding up to the nearest 500.
Here's 500.
1 second.
Oh, Jesus.
All right. All right, cool.
How big of an ooze monster am I about
Real
to make?
big.
I'm just
I
curious.
don't listen. I don't know if this is one of those I'm gonna make an ooze monster situations. I think this is one of
When is it not an I'm gonna make an ooze monster situation
Right
as
now.
far as Faldir is
That's-
concerned?
True. That's pretty
I mean-
stupid. I'll turn myself into an ooze monster so the party can get away. That's what I'll do.
So I'm just gonna say 2 things, just in general, not targeted towards anyone, but inspiration is a thing, and
Yes.
prayer beads are equally a thing.
Yes.
And other things probably are things.
Those are
This
2
might-
things that I don't have, and don't concern
I
myself.
have both of these things, and I
Well, we-
promise not to tunnel
But the-
vision them.
Well, I mean, we practically bonded. You have a practical, like we were pretty.
I have
tight
like
there.
half an inspiration, which just makes it a regular
Yeah.
dice roll.
Yeah, remember when I asked about your little nubbin? You're talking about your nubbin there.
Yeah.
That was pretty. That was
We
pretty
high-fived.
sweet.
yeah.
Yeah.
I apologize.
The
but
man-
this is
handshake.
important because this is how you all die. So,
This is a-
so I
yeah,
need-
this is the
I need to do it
TPK.
right.
It's all right. My next character is going to be a Southern Warlock, so it's all good.
I haven't even come up with my next character yet.
I was gonna be
So
a
invested.
fire cleric myself.
Going to be an Efreet, I think.
An Efreet?
Efreet.
Oh, I was
I don't
gonna
know
be a
what the
mind
fuck I
flayer,
want to be.
Actually,
I don't.
do mind flayers exist in Darksun,
Yeah.
Dennis? Oh, I'm just curious.
That would be pretty badass if they did.
I would,
You have
I
to
would be
go
curious
through
as
the
to
whole
what exactly
campaign
they
like
get up
that.
to in Darksun if they
We're
still
up top.
exist.
Every
What's
time
going
you
on?
talk, you have to move your finger.
They don't talk though. They communicate telepathically.
Okay, even when you communicate telepathically.
Well, but the problem is, you'd also have to do the cool inward speaking thing.
Oh
Right?
yeah.
I do it
Cool.
very different. I do more like
I didn't
Matt
think I could
Mercer's
even do
Clarota
that.
voice with the.
That's what I'm saying. I tried to do it. I have a cold. Just shut up. You do it then. Do your inward breathing talk. Inward speaking. I can't do it well. Inward speaking.
I can't do it, and I know I'm gonna look stupid trying, so I'm not even
Do
gonna
it.
try.
I look pretty stupid here.
No!
Just gotta match me. Inward speaking.
I legitimately cannot figure out how to make my brain do that.
I know.
I'm sorry. What am I missing here?
Your brain. We're just talking about Clarota.
I'm trying to figure
Don't
out how
worry
to
about it.
speak while breathing in.
Inward
And Dan
speaking.
keeps demonstrating.
Like a pro. Like a fucking voice acting pro here.
All right. I just
Time
gotta
to
look up
die.
One more thing. I just need to know the size of something. Not.
Yeah.
Oh, good.
Colossal. Perfect.
No, I bet it's just,
Infinite.
it's
Yeah.
probably just like large.
Size the sun.
Yeah, it's like Taraski. Type it in Tarr.
Jurassic size.
So
George.
I don't like
Yeah.
when anything is large.
that's not what she said.
It's gonna
God
say,
damn it!
you set yourself up, Aaron.
I knew that
Yeah.
was coming as soon
Jesus
as I
Christ.
said it. I
I
was
don't
like,
like anything.
I mean, that works
say
out
it, and then he
somebody,
did.
I guess.
Like,
but
well.
You're somebody's dream girl. I got you. Any, that's,
Gotta appreciate the little
they
things in
say.
life.
They make you happy. So
There goes Sean.
Sean is dead now. Rip. Rip Sean. Oh, there he is.
as you guys begin to wander through the desert, there's a period where normally Cled is scouting ahead. And then he comes back to you guys to let you know what's going on, and there's sort of a back and forth that goes with the situation. But as the sun begins to set and your shadows grow long, there's a point where Cled separates for a time, and he doesn't come back. An hour passes where he should have come back. You guys continue to trudge across the desert sands. But nothing. Then a little more time passes. Still nothing. What do you guys do at this point?
And we're walking in the
Yes.
direction that he was scouting ahead in, right? Yeah.
Drassa assumes someone is having bird stew, turns around and goes
We
back to
leave.
Tyr.
Go.
Spooky out here. Fuck it.
Yep. Nope.
We got money. We got money waiting for us. Fuck it. We
Yeah.
got lives in tier now.
We don't need this.
Do you
You
think
should
maybe
have
we
been-
should stop and wait?
Whoa.
Maybe he just missed our rendezvous or why he's back?
Oh. I mean, are we leaving a trail, or is it
I mean,
windy
you're
and our
they don't
footprints?
Tracks
are
her.
last for super long.
I don't like this
lost?
music.
Okay.
I'm turning it back
You don't
down.
like it? What's wrong with it?
Stressing me the fuck out.
Nothing bad. You can crit fail on an
Yeah, I
encounter
mean, I'm
roll.
sure.
That's not a bad thing to do.
Yeah. I'm sure. It's just a selection 1 out of 20.
What
Yeah, it's
time
getting
of
late
day
into
is
the
it at this
evening.
point?
It's getting late into the afternoon. Like, the sun is starting to set. The last few rays are sort of glooming over the horizon.
And I'm assuming there's a no, but is there any flammable, like other bushes and
You're in
shrubberies
the
and stuff?
alluvian
or
wastes,
not?
my friend.
No,
Just
never obtained them.
FYI.
Something tells me
Yeah,
we
yeah.
wouldn't want to make a fire anyway.
Well, if we want to
We're
stop,
here.
if we want to stop, so
Try
Cled
and find
finds us.
monstrosity.
We're trying to say, hey, Cled, come find us. Like, yeah, we
Yeah,
probably
that's
do.
true.
But
I would probably vote against a fire. But
yeah, I mean,
I mean,
your vote
we
doesn't
didn't
count because
set
we
a
can't.
family meetup point, and nobody has their safety whistles. So, I don't know. I mean, should
Sincerely-
we?
do you think
It's really
we should-
dark. I mean, how could he have missed us coming back?
Yeah, if he can fly, I feel like he would have found us.
Just going due this way.
Yeah.
East, south, northwest. We should
Maybe we
Let's
should
press
head
on.
back. No, press on. Okay.
head back. What about Cled?
I
Could be hurt.
get
He
the-
might have.
I get the feeling something very bad has happened to Cled.
Then we must press on.
All right.
Cled is our friend. He's a sundered blade.
I'm gonna take a quick glance at my little fairy companion and see if she happens to be screaming and banging against the end.
No, he's back!
She does
It's here
not see-
again!
But
Okay.
What if you torture her a little bit? Maybe then she'll perk up.
Wake her up a little.
I just shake it.
as you do take it out into your hand, you feel it shudder in your hand. Something sort of stirring within it, and you can hear the howls of some sort of creature. And it doesn't sound to be from a specific direction. It seems to be coming from all directions.
Oh, good.
Closing in on you.
From all
Yes.
directions.
Delightful.
You all can hear this.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, perhaps we should stop here for the night.
Start
Unsling my
setting up the
swatter. The 10. That's a good one. No, I'll start setting up the swatter though. It's like a 4-hour process to get this thing up running.
Yeah, you have to clean the barrel.
I got the modular version, so I just have like a bunch of pieces, and I have to.
Well,
Yeah.
at this point, you guys start to see figures starting to crest the various dunes that surround you. Doo-doo-doo. And you see that you have been roughly surrounded by gnolls.
Beyonce.
Jesus
You will die
Christ.
first, my friend. Now is a great time for all of you to go ahead and roll me some initiative.
I thought this was going to be a bad encounter.
Yeah,
This isn't
right
that bad.
now.
Like statistics.
Please don't say that.
Yeah, right now.
He
yeah,
said
this is like
something
this
is large, Milo,
Fire.
and none of these things are large.
Did I say that? Maybe I
Hey,
didn't
it's
say
all
that.
about
You don't
perspective.
know.
I
No.
I'd say these are
Oh,
average,
and I-
maybe. They're good. They're a good
Today I will
size.
remember how Darksun works.
Maybe,
There we
yeah,
go.
Maybe it's not that bad.
Maybe Yinogu himself is going to appear before us with all of his gnoll friends here.
Maybe.
Snaggletooth.
No, Yinogu's Demon Lord of the Gnolls. He's
All right.
much worse.
I don't know.
Now, it's Knoll time. Boom. All right.
Gnoll o'clock.
Oh,
It is your turn,
yeah.
Milo.
Let's say, alright. Technically they have us surrounded, but we fight back to back. I will stay where I am, get real angry, real enragified, and ready a real big strong attack. I guess I can't ready, never mind, I can't ready a reckless attack, but I'll just ready an attack for the first bitch who dares cross my base,
It is Knoll.
my back, the Shirasa.
So 1,
Boom, boom, boom.
2, 3. Go ahead and make your attack.
All up in time. Oh, I attack again.
That is a hit.
All up.
Yeah, he doesn't care for that.
All up.
I like how you say
Slaughter
wallop
crashes into
every
this creature. It holds up its shield, buckling. You can feel just the power of your blow knock the creature back. And your swat kind of throws. You can see his shoulder almost seems dislocated, but it looks over at you, snarling, saliva trickling down the sides of its mouth. Now, other creature turn.
Doesn't Milo still get his second attack?
Not when you're ready. Does that work?
Because it's
That
your
actually-
attack action.
Yeah, you can.
Yeah, I'll say sure. I'll say you can.
Because it's basically
That
your action,
also
and when you
hits.
take your attack action, you get your
Alright.
attack.
So you go ahead and kill your first foe. Boop. Alright.
And I'll say who's
This guy's gonna
next.
show
Like
up.
really cool though.
He's gonna go ahead and try to poke you with his spear.
He's next.
Ah, he's got next.
Good, only
okay.
13 more.
I assume. Yeah.
Oh yeah,
Cool.
11 will hit. Oh yeah. Okay.
So it's just 6. It's not the 4. All right.
Oh okay.
And then this guy.
Okay.
Is gonna come over here and say hi to you as well, and he's gonna poke you with his spear. That's right. One
Pokey.
second, let me try to do something here real quick.
You guys have like
Yeah.
beach spears? It's not cool.
And that's gonna miss.
This never happens.
4,
I scowl at him.
5. So
Let's go.
Strasa.
Yeah.
So 8 damage for you. 1,
Okay.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6. No. We'll say he goes here at 6. So, it is now your turn, my good friend Milo. There we go. So 1 more point of
Right.
damage for you. Eh.
Eh.
Yeah. That's right.
No. Quit it.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. A spear for you. I'm sorry, Faldir. You take 8 points of damage. 2,
Ow.
4, 5. Does 10 hit you, Faldir? Hey!
It does not.
2,
Hey.
4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3. He'll double move and go to here. It is now Strasa. Poke time.
Oh. I don't like
The spear
that.
does not break. 2, 3, 4,
14
6.
damage.
1, 2, 3. And this guy is going to take his longbow that he possesses and fire it
Good.
at Milo.
Ooh.
Okay.
That just hits.
And this guy is going to do the same. Uh-oh. And his bow is going to break. Unfortunately for him. Snapping in half as he pulls it a little too taut. 1,
Yeah.
2,
Punk. Nice.
5, 6. Boop. He's just going to stand right there. It is now your turn, Tressa.
Alright. I'm gonna...
Mm-hmm.
This guy. And I'm gonna hit him. With my fists.
That is going to hit both times. Yeah.
Oh wait, I get to hit 3 times now, right? Although, actually, I'm gonna healing word on myself, because
Okay.
I don't think I'm gonna live
Yeah,
through
you can
another
do
round.
that. No problem.
Well, I might healing word on myself. Oh wait, I forget it does a stupid
Okay.
cast at what level. Okay.
Faldir.
Nice.
Well, seeing as the situation is incredibly dire,
I know it. I know it's gonna happen. Ah!
Slime.
oh, you know exactly where this is going. Yes. Yeah. No, I'm gonna pull a slime on the
Okay.
knoll directly below me here, and
It does
Does
not
that hit? of course it does.
Um,
Okay. Good.
let me
Good.
s-
I weep quietly to myself.
Do you want
Acidic tears.
Any assistance from somebody? Can anybody lend a
Can
helping
we?
hand?
I will.
Yeah, can't you give
I'll
him like an
inspire
extra
you.
thing or something? Or no,
Alright.
you heal him.
I heal him. Yeah. So I don't think because
No, we
this
can't
inspiration
do
we
it
can't
now.
do retroactively, right?
It's
only
the other
bonding.
one. It's the bonding one. But y'all didn't really
Okay.
bond.
Man, we talked
Yeah.
about his nub for a while. So
So that's what happened for you.
okay,
Milo.
All right. Good.
I will heal him. Shouting words of encouragement, such as, "Don't let them surround you."
I look around me. It's too late.
You done goofed, Faldir. You done goofed.
Jesus
all-
fucking Christ!
You're all
Sean.
better.
Stop rolling one.
You're all
It's been
better.
a rough week, let me tell you.
Sean,
Uh,
I don't know what to tell you, buddy.
It's the reverse karma for me not getting fired today. That's what this is.
I'm going to activate reckless mode on little doofus next to me who's in range
Okay.
of me and Shrasa.
Yeah, you made
Activate
it.
reckless mode.
Yeah, that's a hit. Oh yeah, he doesn't care for that.
Boof. I'm gonna do it again though.
That hits as well.
Oof.
Boom. Another one bites the dust. That's right.
Splatter.
And another one gone, and another one gone.
Awesome.
Alright, yeah, and I'll just stay where I am.
So we'll start with this guy coming to say hi. This guy going right here. So we'll start with Milo. So, 1. Oh.
They all have advantage.
Oh, he misses. And then
Bitch.
You shouldn't have said that. He's gonna crit on you so hard right now.
the second one.
Let them try.
The
They'll
second one
just
doesn't have
break
a
their
long bow,
weapon.
But the 3 guys around you are gonna take some swings. 1, 2, 3.
Series of solid blows.
So 9 points of damage. Okay.
Yep.
This guy's not too worried about Faldir.
That's a good call. That's a strong choice.
The cripple standing there waving a dagger in someone's general direction.
So that's for you, Milo.
I told you!
Yeah, it's for you.
That's for
Another
me?
one jumped in.
Yes!
Aw.
Did I
Good.
not just say?
He did
Yeah,
break
but
his
watch
spear.
this. He's gonna break his spear.
Said-
See? What did I say? Let them crit me, and then they have no weapons. What are they gonna do?
And this guy's got his broken bow.
Yeah, now I have all the cards.
Yeah, it feels like you would.
This is they're falling into my trap. Stab me until your weapons
Yeah,
break.
but this is,
So-
Milo, a trap
Strauss.
for them.
First one of them is going to try to bite you.
Right.
Okay.
That
One one's gonna
misses!
Stab you.
Nice.
Okay. 3
That
points of
hits.
damage. And then another one's going to try to stab
Okay.
you. Misses as well.
That misses.
Valdir. What is also...
So, because I missed, I still have the poison on this dagger, right? Is that how that works?
I'll
Or do
say
I need
yes, out of kindness. I'll tell you what. Roll me a poison
Just
check
sort
to
of
see if you
made
keep
it.
But it's not. It's
to? That is not a poison check.
That-
I clicked
that
my character
was
sheet
your
and
good
it went
roll.
straight to my fucking
That
weapon.
was your
I'm like,
good
yeah.
roll of the night. God damn
Probably.
it, Sean.
I would say you've kept it. You've applied
Woo!
it well.
Yeah, fuck you, Noel.
What are you doing? It's not your turn. No. It's
Oh,
your
I
turn
thought
to
you
get
said it's my
stabbed
turn.
by a
Oh.
bunch of
Oh.
dogmen.
Yeah. So I lied. That was your good roll of
Yeah.
the night.
Anyway,
It's alright. It's alright. I accept
first one is
this.
gonna try to bite you. 12 hit. Alright. Then
Hmm?
one's gonna stab you
That
with a spear.
misses. That hits. That hits good.
Yeah.
Good thing you healed that
But
1
his
HP.
breaks.
I mean, I'm.
It's working, guys. It's working.
Another one
Sundered
is gonna
blades.
try
We
to
sundered
stab
their
you.
blades. Fuck yeah.
Misses as well. Alright,
That
you guys
misses.
are doing great. It is now your turn.
Yeah.
I don't know that that's the word
I
I'd
feel
use
like
to
you guys
describe
are
this
doing a good
encounter,
job.
but okay. Alright.
I feel alright.
The one I hit before. How is Milo looking?
He looks great.
Yeah.
Okay.
Handsome as fuck.
Good. I'm glad. So the one I hit before, I'm gonna hit him again.
Yeah. That's gonna hit him. No, that doesn't hit him. I'm sorry, that misses.
Oh, geez.
They have a 15
Oh,
AC.
I was like, what the shit?
What the fuck?
That one hits though.
That one hit. Let's see.
No.
Do that. Does he go down?
Yeah.
He's still up. I'm gonna healing word by myself again then.
But he's hurt. He's bloodied. How's that sound?
Yeah.
3 points
No,
HP.
that's fine.
Basically full.
Yeah, I mean that's what I would
Now.
use to describe my current hit
It's your
points.
turn, Valdir.
Copy paste. No one will
I will
notice.
say you did keep your.
No one will notice, Sean.
That's it.
And how much acid damage does this slime do?
Um, 48. is just enough to kill him. He has 20.
Of course,
He has
it always
22
is
HP,
every time.
So 20.
Oh god damn it,
So-
Sean! What the fuck have you done now?
I've distracted them. That's what I've done.
Oh god damn it, Sean!
And as we all know,
Sean.
a slime
God damn it,
appears
Sean.
before you.
We knew.
Wait,
we
is that
were
one a
gonna
different
lose
color?
It appears to be dark, almost a purplish black color, as this creature
Oh, no,
like
thank you.
lets out a final yelping howl, and this black ichor flows out of his mouth, and just a mouth that is impossible, and consumes his entire form.
Now I don't know the mechanics of this, so I'm just guessing. But is that a thing that pisses Strasa off and
No.
makes you happy?
Oh, yeah.
It's not.
No. Okay. Okay.
It's all right. It makes me
But-
happy.
Yeah. I mean,
As a
Strasa's
bonus
still
action,
pissed.
I cackle maniacally.
It is now your turn, Marlo.
All right, man.
Yeah, Shrasa takes a class in Barbarian from Falkner, perpetually pissing her off.
So I'm gonna attack the dude to my right. He still has a spear. It's the one with the orange
Yes.
dot who doesn't, right? Okay, so I'm
Yeah.
attacking the dude to my immediate right, recklessly.
Yeah, that's a hit. Yeah, he didn't care for that.
Biff.
This is why Swatter weighs 1,000,000 pounds, by the way. Yeah. Yeah,
Boff.
he's dead.
Yeah, down he goes.
Biff boss.
So-
Just whirling it like
These-
this and yelling.
These gnolls see their friend turn into a puddle of ooze, and one of them backs away. You can take a no. He backs away carefully, actually, half a speed, and he
Okay.
lets out this howl.
Oh, good, you've
Into
summoned the large
into
thing,
the
Foldir.
sky. You can feel there's a sort of steep wind that kicks up. There's a cold of sorts that sort of reaches and cuts through all of you. You can feel that something not right has just happened. And all the other gnolls back off. 2, 3, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3.
Yeah, you better run.
Milo, I don't think they're running from us.
I will say the slime is going to go ahead and take a swing at you, Faldir.
Of course.
Father, Father, love me.
1 second. Yeah,
Does it go on the Noel initiative, the slime?
for the sake.
I reach out and hug it as it
It
attacks
is
me.
an ex-Knoll.
Fun.
Does 17 hit?
Yeah, no, that'll hit. That'll hit.
Oh,
I'm sure
There
it'll
goes
melt my
your
face
other
as
arm.
well. Oh,
There
look at
goes
that.
your other
That is
So you
that's
dropped
just enough.
unconsciousness?
Are you fucking kidding
All
me?
right.
You are such a piece of shit!
Look what I made, Black.
Shrasa yells.
Have fun.
GLHF, bye.
I will say, I will let you go out of turn. Would you like to use anything to heal Faldir, sort of out of turn for a moment in this moment where these gnolls are backing away from all of you?
Yeah, I mean, I was gonna either healing word or smash a prayer bead. I think I'm just gonna healing word on Faldir.
All right, go ahead and roll. Faldir, you're no longer unconscious.
I'm not. Would it be possible for him to extricate him from his stance there and bring them
I'm
to
gonna
us.
I'm gonna also slowly back away,
Okay.
but slowly back away in this direction with a disengage action.
Absolutely. So this creature seems to sort of move aimlessly. The dog sort of back away whenever it does so. Very confounded. It seems to be a bit aimless. And it is at this point that you guys hear a strange sound. A strange sort of whinnying of an animal that you're not incredibly familiar with. And you see, sort of over a dune, almost like a mist, but the mist is black and dark, and that of almost a moving shadow. And then within it, you start to see fire blaze up inside of it. And then rushing forward, you see a creature. Something you've never seen before. A horse in and of itself is not something that you have seen before, but this
It's
is
a pony. Oh, that's scary.
So are any of your guys in the other game you're in free? Like, are they busy? Yeah.
Yeah, what's Todd?
Yeah.
What's Todd doing on Thursdays?
I was looking at my character sheet and all I heard was horse, and I was like, what?
Anyway. And astride it, you can see a knoll. However, this one is clad in bits of bone and such, with eyes that sort of seem to occasionally pulse with a red glow beneath them as it sort of turns its head snarling, looking around. It then slowly dismounts itself off of this massive beast that it is astride, the fire licking upwards, giving a bit of illumination. The gnolls around you back away a bit and each take a knee. And this creature steps forth, tilting its head, looking at you all. It begins to speak at this point, in a strange language, one that none of you can speak, but it sounds harsh and guttural. It has a sort of alien sound, a tone that of which none of you can really recognize. And afterwards, it looks to you all to see if you respond. It then looks at you a bit more harshly and points towards Faldir.
What's he saying?
I have no idea.
You're muted, Aaron. I didn't hear you. I thought you said
What?
something. Okay.
I did. I asked in a whisper if we should kneel.
Bend the
Hurt?
knee? I don't think so. Two rug? Snaggle Fang.
He turns and
Nagel.
looks at you,
Dugrog.
and he lets out this smile, and you can see that one of his major canines is broken.
Look at that.
Lord Arduk is a Udun Fortik Symbolo. Bida Okdom Mont Farste Outwith. Monkazabu
Yes.
Fuchitan Gali
He says this as he slowly approaches. I'm gonna delete these bodies for effect, but they're there. He strides over one of the corpses and looks at you, Milo. He speaks in a sort of calm way, his red eyes sort of looking you up and down. He's a bit shorter than you, but he does not seem in any way intimidated. And he turns and gestures towards Faldir once more, then back at you.
Okay, I look him back, seeming pretty intimidated. I gesture to Faldir, then do one of these.
Faldir, what do you do?
I take out the necklace.
The creature tilts its head and takes several strides towards you, and he holds out his gnarled claw.
I look at him and I'm holding the necklace towards him and I'm just like, clearly you can understand us. Is this some sort of deal? Are you giving a safe passage in exchange for this? What is this to you?
The creature looks at you for a moment before letting out a loud laugh. It sort of tilts its head up, and the laugh is almost a howl mixed in it. And then it begins to speak in common. He says, "Where did you get that smooth skin?"
Found it in a very deep and dark place.
"Where great power is often found." He says, "Do you know what you possess?"
Some sort of creature that can perform magic.
An heirloom of my master. Of the one who gives eternal life. Hand it back, that it might find its place in one who serves alongside.
And if I do?
Then we may continue speaking, little one.
Strasser just mutters, "Give him the fucking necklace, you piece of shit."
Oh.
This requires a moment of contemplation. Because on one hand, I could. On the other hand, I could try and use it.
You only
That's
have
true.
one hand.
She's got you on that
Take
one.
him. You can take him.
Oh yeah, it looks real good.
The demon horse. Yes, I'm sure.
Look, I played Magic the Gathering. That's a nightmare. It's not a big deal.
Strauss is stressing about the slime. Faldir can't figure out what to do with the necklace. Milo is running the numbers on how many rank the horse can hold.
We kill him, take the horse. I don't have to
That's how
carry
that
shit.
works,
Could be my swatter squire.
And let me
I
think.
was just shaking his head.
As this happens, you guys notice the horse let out a loud whinny once more. And its eyes that were burning flame turn green.
Mm-mm. Mm-mm.
What's the worst that could happen?
That's it.
So?
I don't want it.
So?
I don't want any of it. I don't.
Certain, I mean, things change colors all the time. Big deal.
Do they?
Yeah, all the time.
In a world effectively free of magic? I really don't think they do.
I give
the
him the necklace.
Takes it and snaps it into his hand, pulling it back. He smiles at you. But that... And he points over at the slime. Is not of my ally. He tilts his head, looking at it. He takes the necklace and he puts it around his neck and ties it, and then reaches down and he pulls out this jagged bone dagger, and he lifts up an arm of one of his men, presumably, who died, and in a way that no dagger should cut as efficiently as this. But as he pulls it across the arm, something almost seems to eat away at the flesh, and you see it growing rotten where the dagger touches. And he plucks the arm and tosses it into the slime. The slime consumes it and grows slightly, pulsing. Where did you get this power?
We found one of those creatures wandering the wastes, and I collected some of it.
Roll me a deception check.
Mm. I don't like
Technically,
it.
that is
That is
where the
not-
power originated from.
Dennis
you
doesn't
got
like
that.
technically true.
Woo!
Dennis doesn't like technically true.
I'm sure the Knoll won't care that I'm lying to him. It's fine.
Yeah.
This is like a Tuesday for him.
As you say that, he tilts his head back and laughs. There's a spray of saliva into your face. And then it looks towards you and it says, I will ask you again. Where did you get this power? Show it to me, and I will let you live.
Again, that's just such a good straight line to.
Strassa just lifts an eyebrow. Like, yes, I would like to know where you got this power as well, Baldir.
Oh, he said, "Show it to me." That's the key. That's what he said. And there's a corpse of a Knoll sitting right next to me.
I mean, we're gonna kill this guy, right? Like,
Mm-mm.
You couldn't have failed.
Mm-mm. No, Strassa will leave your asses behind. Fuck no.
take this guy
That
out.
motherfucker will boil me.
We were offered 1,000 pieces. to
That is
kill
what
this guy
happens to
once
water
upon a
clerics.
time.
They get boiled.
You just become steam. I've heard tales.
It was gifted to me by the Opa.
He tilts his head up. I have heard this name. He turns away from you, his back to you. Total disrespect. And he runs his hand across the top of this horse, this black visage, and he whispers something to it, this alien language. Ugh. It is true. The Oba. He turns and nods. Very well. And he looks at you and he let's see here.
Oh, word death.
Fireball.
We all die.
I don't like it when Dennis is pleased. I don't like it even a little
I
bit.
wouldn't say
Just
I'm
make some
pleased.
slime quickly.
He is amused.
I am.
I don't like that either.
Just start.
I don't like it
making
when
your
Dennis
slime
smiles
babies.
in general. It
I get
distresses
that a
me.
lot.
Make some slime babies and tell them to not kill you this time. Got this
At this
guy.
point, he let's see here. He goes ahead and he takes the dagger and he runs it along these skulls that he has around his neck, each one making a soft hollow tap. He does, and their eyes turn
Mm.
with this dark energy. It erupts out
Mm-mm.
towards each of you.
Mm-mm. I don't like
It's
it.
8. So first Faldir, and then and then
Yeah,
Milo,
no, that hits.
and then Trasa. Okay.
Yeah.
Now let me see here.
Oh,
It's
we
not that
so
bad.
fucked, y'all.
Only because we waited so long to attack. If we had attacked him as soon as he got here. Actually, as soon as he asked for the
Yeah.
necklace, we should have
I
attacked.
got you.
Well, the thing was, I considered using the necklace, but all the shit that it can do would have only saved me, and you both would have died. And I'm not.
Yeah, I know. I was about to say, if you fucking fly out of here.
Yeah. See ya!
Or I go invisible. One of the two.
Shit.
Yeah.
Bye.
So, each of you take 9 necrotic damage.
Yeah.
I'm probably not
Doesn't matter.
raging anymore, huh?
Well, I mean, it probably wouldn't kill you, but you take 9 necrotic damage.
Mhm.
You go unconscious.
I go down.
And
Mhm.
you're gonna go ahead and take a nap. He lets out one more chuckle
Mhm.
before hopping back astride his fiendish horse, galloping off over a dune.
I enragify and start chasing.
Okay.
Yep.
All right, Milo's.
Milo,
going off.
no!
The dogs, his followers, get up and they also leave.
Trasa goes chasing off after Milo. The slime
That's
still
right.
No, I
consumes
don't.
me
I
on the
stay
ground.
with you, you piece of shit.
So they all run off. This guy goes poof. And these
Yeah, I was gonna
guys
say,
are
did
all
he
going
fucking
poof
leave?
As well. Strassa, what do? You can still try to chase after him, man. It's your turn.
Did Milo actually
It's not his
take off?
turn, so not yet.
So he didn't. I'm gonna healer's kit Faldir.
Yeah.
I'm gonna move over here. Oh, it derped. I'm a healer's kit him.
You go ahead and you apply the medicine as you were taught. by your master. And who you later murdered.
It's fine. We don't talk about it. Do either of you know that? Neither of you know that.
No, you haven't. We don't even know
No,
about fucking Thanik. You haven't told
I
us shit.
know. None of you know.
And it has no effect.
Fuck.
Faldir, roll me a death save.
I don't like it. I don't like it. I don't like it. I don't like it. I don't like it.
I clicked the.
Okay.
It's gonna roll 2 now because I
One
lagged.
success.
Ah,
Milo.
So I start going after this guy, but he's on a horse
Yeah.
that's all made of fire and shit. So I'm going to
I
quickly
realize I will
realize
not outrun
the
that.
futility. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So this thing, I'm
It
guessing,
is,
is
yeah.
still meandering around, right? Yeah. Well, gotta be dealt with, right?
No, it doesn't. We can
I
just
would-
leave. Pick up
Just-
Faldir and go.
Just leave a trail of knolls in the opposite direction.
How much does Faldir weigh with all of his equipment?
A whole bunch.
Mm-hmm.
Currently.
Yeah. So here's the thing: I don't really do the whole pickup thing. I just do
That
the
doesn't
grab
matter.
it
I
by
don't
the
give a
feet
shit.
and make it.
I don't play that. I don't let you fucking
Oh.
keel haul Faldir.
All right. Well, you're fucked, Valdir.
It's okay. That's how I would have wanted to go.
Just leave him.
Alright,
All right, we got to kill
Go
this
fight.
slime then.
it's your turn.
Cause it is.
It's
It
your
is-
turn, buddy.
I know it's my turn. Fuck. Yep. I'll do it.
Go ahead. go
Rage.
back. Enjoy yourself, my friend.
Yeah, reckless.
Oh yeah, that hits it for sure. 12 points of damage. Yeah, I didn't care for that.
This is not slicing, slashing.
Gotcha.
It's swaddling.
So yeah, it takes some damage, and let's see here.
You wrap it in a blanket.
I swaddle it.
All right, cool.
I don't like when Dennis likes
It's
things.
not a big deal. It just hurts you, and not me in any way.
Yeah.
So
No, I figured.
let's see here. Go ahead and roll me. Yeah.
I kind of felt like anytime you summon a slime buddy, like it's never at a moment that it's helpful. It's always like at the end of a fight, and then it's like still around.
Yeah. Well, they hang out for a while.
Yeah.
So this creature looks rather battered by your assault. But go ahead and roll me. I'll say a dexterity save.
Which I do have advantage on.
You succeed. So,
Oh.
so you're gonna take half of this half damage.
Wait.
So you take 5 damage and then half that. So 2 damage, no big deal. Doing great, buddy.
Yeah, piece of cake. Slimes
It
are
is
bitches.
now the slime's turn.
Okay, it does have advantage.
Alright, so I assume a 20 hits. Okay, cool.
The 11 even hit. Yeah.
So you take 4 points of damage.
Okay.
Alright. Shrasa.
Strassa's gonna get real fucking desperate and smash a prayer bead.
Alright. That's what I like to hear. Now, as I said before, it incurs a positive effect onto somebody. I assume you
Mhm.
choose Faldir.
Yep,
Baller. Roll me
Yep.
that D20.
because I always have to fucking choose Faldir.
Valdir gets blessed.
Yeah, well, he
That
was
is
stressing
your
for a
choice.
blessing.
Valdir can now smite. or some shit.
Faldir
I don't
can
know.
now smite.
I don't fucking know how these
You
work.
have to use me as a two-handed weapon in order for the smite to take effect.
Yeah.
Yes.
Beat him into the slime.
Faldir. This is an important roll.
Mhm.
Roll me a D2.
Oh, fuck. I don't like that one bit.
Very good, Faldir. I hope you're proud of yourself. This was an important time to roll. And you rolled.
I feel like earlier was also an
Well, it's worked out
important
great
time
for
to
you,
roll
so.
and not roll.
Alright, so let's see here. Let me look up the stats on Cure Wounds.
I believe it's 1d8 per spell slot plus your relevant modifier.
So you get no relevant modifier, but it is cast at a at a third level. So go ahead and roll me 3d8. And nothing happens. No, that's not true. This time, you are indeed healed, Faldir. You are no longer super dead. So, Faldir.
Milo, there's probably an easier way to do this.
This is actually pretty easy.
I mean, the thing looks pretty fucked up. Like, you know,
Why don't
I feel
we
like you've done
leave?
pretty good.
Oh, okay. How can you tell with the slime?
Chunk.
I know, that's
bits of
what I
it
was
have
thinking.
dissipated,
It's bruised.
Like, and you've smeared it across the sand.
Like holes
Well,
in
it's-
its
yeah, I
amoebus
mean,
form.
It's got like a
All right,
membrane
never
that
mind.
somewhat holds it together, and it's sort of leaking, if you will.
By all means,
Alright,
continue.
You do nothing. Strong.
Yeah.
Milo.
No, I tell him
This
by
is
all means continue, and I give him our inspiration.
Oh.
Heal him.
Yeah, go ahead. and
Hey,
give me,
that's
uh,
actually
give me
appreciated.
dice. Well done.
Done.
Hey, it's not a 1.
Not a 1. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna
Yeah.
do the thing that I usually
That's
do.
a hit, man. Yeah. That's not a great roll, but it is hurt.
Ooh.
Go ahead and roll me a dex save.
Yeah.
That's not good enough. So you take 4 points of damage because you're raging.
Oof.
Shasa?
Okay.
Bye.
You guys could just watch. Just.
I can't take a hit from that thing, so I'm gonna go right here and just wait for Milo to go down so I can boop him back up so he can continue to take a hit from that thing.
Milo.
I look on as Milo smashes the slime and pop into a rank and drink.
So everyone sits down, just.
I see 16 against
It
Okay,
does,
So you
in
take
fact.
5 more points of damage. Do you do?
My cat is
do you do
licking an
nothing,
outlet.
Faldir?
What the fuck?
Yeah, I can't get close to
Your
that
turn.
thing or it'll murder me.
That's a hit. Yeah. You smash this thing, its membrane giving way, and its bits dissipate into the sand and are soaked up by it. You want me a dex save? Roll me a dex
Thunder
save.
Blade! Okay. Yep.
Okay. You take 6 more points of damage.
Oh.
And now. Yeah.
Thunder
This
Blade.
feels like a win. And now you guys stand there.
Well,
Why didn't we kill him?
I don't think we could have.
We could have. We were hired to kill him. It's our job.
The person who hired us to kill him is dead.
Eric's still alive. Grigik, still alive.
Okay, actually, I had a question. When he smiled, did he have a row of iron teeth?
This guy? No. I'm saying no. He had a
He,
snaggle
he
tooth.
didn't,
He
Dennis?
did not seem to have a row of iron teeth.
I don't think that was Turag Broken Fang then.
He had a broken tooth.
Yes, but I have Turag Broken Fang. Identify by row of iron teeth.
I mean, his teeth look pretty fucked up. Like, it looked like they'd had some serious
Yeah.
something occur to them, but he did not seem to have a row of iron teeth,
Okay.
no.
His name's Turok
You can-
Broken Fang.
You
Like,
can roll a medicine
Fang's
check.
all
Yeah.
fucked up.
Whoever's proficient
For what?
in medicine.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
I'm
then you
not.
Can't.
I also am not sure. His teeth look
Yeah,
real
you don't
nasty.
I am
Teeth just
also
look very
not.
fucked up.
Turok nasty teeth. Funny. I mean, his fang was all broken and snaggly. That's the guy.
I don't know. He was real fucking weird. I didn't want to fight him.
He took the necklace.
Yeah.
The necklace of power to use to focus your energy. Oh dear. Can you still... Are you diminished?
Yeah.
You don't have an arm, so
I
like,
don't know what good you are now. At
not
this
like
point.
you needed that. I
Yeah.
mean, like, I feel like that you gave up a lot in that fight.
Mm-hmm.
Probably, and then he basically tried to kill you after that, as he
I
left right
think that
before he
meant
left.
to be more of a slap in the face. It just
That
happened to
could've been it.
almost kill me.
You nearly died there, though. Yeah, we could have taken him.
He says, holding in his wounds that are...
Yeah. Ow.
Mhm. Yeah.
Yeah, I was looking good earlier, but less so now. But
Tell me, Milo.
Are we
have you ever-
taking? Are we just going to bed?
where's Cled?
Is Cled dead?
Might be dead.
Quite possibly.
Well, we can
Tell
make
me,
a
Milo,
tent
have
out of
you
these
ever
dead
fought-
gnolls.
A horse made of shadow and fire?
Do you even know what a horse is?
No, you do not.
That's a good question. Do we even
There's
know what a
some
horse
You
is?
strange
don't.
monster.
Have you ever fought a creature made out of shadow and fire?
I fought a creature
Mhm,
made out of
that's
other
true.
creatures. Fought a creature made out of dead itself, but a dead one. Didn't we? Yeah, we fought some shadows at the tomb.
Yeah.
Yes.
Put them all together. Pretty close.
Fire. Fought some acid. I mean, basically, like it's like just a hybrid, you know. I don't give a shit. We've fought evils in the past, and we've always nearly triumphed, almost. So, most of the time, when it didn't count, we've tried.
Most of the time, 12% of the time.
Every time. We could have. This was.
Well, we
this was
didn't, and it
embarrassing.
is what it is. Are we setting up bedrolls?
Yeah. I'm gonna sleep here for the night.
Okay.
Take first watch.
Okay.
So we recover half of our hit points overnight.
I didn't.
I know someone
didn't
asks
say
this
that
every time,
I
but
asked.
I know I'm asking for
Okay.
planning purposes.
We're counting our chickens. I got you. So,
No, I'm not. I want to know if I should take first watch, do a short
You're
rest,
making a
cast
joke.
prayer of healing.
there's no need. Listen. There's one god in Darksun. It's me. I can kill you all. It's not like an actual challenge. Okay. It's like, oh, guess what? The Sorcerer King appears, and you're dead now.
Whoops.
But for real, we could have taken that guy.
Yeah. No.
He's
Nope.
a weird guy, and he's been interacting with people, so he's got a lot of weird shit going on with him.
Yeah. He's made some friends.
Oh,
Some might call them pacts, for instance. But
And he's probably a person somewhere. God damn it. Chucking. I don't like when the
He's
NPCs
either a
level up
person
along
or
with
he
us.
knows a person. How does that sound?
Sounds terrible.
That's
All
right.
right.
he's either a guy or he knows a guy.
But in any event, yes, you get half your HP back and half your hit dice back during a long rest.
Okay. Then Milo, I'd prefer to take first watch if you don't mind.
Okay.
Yeah, okay.
Asleep.
So I will say, on this chilly night without a tent, everyone go ahead and roll me Constitution saves, please. That's not how
I'm
that
wearing my
works.
hat though.
Paladin,
doesn't help.
you're
It's not a
exhausted,
factor,
dog.
but I'm wearing it. I just wanna...
Milo, you're
Yeah,
exhausted.
it's been a rough
dog.
day.
Strasza, you feel okay when you wake up the next day.
Okay, I am gonna take a short rest, cast prayer
Well,
of healing,
We'll get there. Next
then
time.
sleep. Okay. Whoa. Oh, it did.
I'm
Dennis
always-
vanished. Oh, it's the eyes. I knew it.
And so, you guys slowly drift off to sleep. But, somewhere, there are a pair of burning green eyes who understand just a bit more about the Sundered Blade. We'll go ahead and call it a session there.
Okay.
Good. Good. Yeah, it was a good session. Good things happen.
Never would have happened if we had the hammer still.
Yeah, we would still be in Ultrarock if we had the hammer still.
Crushing it, living large. God damn it all. So
I
this is
feel
taking a
so-
turn.
I feel so powerful.
You gotta earn it, man. Sometimes you guys roll terrible, and then summon oozes and all that sort of stuff. But none of
I feel like the ooze did improve
it
the
feels like a
situation
win.
there.
I mean, it's true. Before the use, that guy wasn't there.
Yeah, it's true. He was coming either way.
Maybe. But and of course, you guys still do not know where your good friend Pled is.
Yeah, and depending on
He rolled
Mike's-
dead.
Well, yeah, depending on if Mike comments, he may just be gone
Don't worry,
forever.
you'll find his corpse.
He was probably eaten by a Gru.
He
I'm
rolled
sure
dead.
He'll
That's what
do
happens
a,
when you ghost us. Your character also ghosts us and gets
Yeah,
killed
well-
by the desert.
And then
Or your
becomes a boss
character.
later on.
or your character might just become a fucking villain. Yeah, like the other dude.
Oh, I fully expect... I feel like
What's
if
his
my
name?
character dies, he's still gonna become a villain somehow.
I can't wait for fucking Cup to rise from the sand. And
Yeah.
Well, he was
Undead
killed by a
Cup.
bunch of skeletal gnolls, so they know where the body is.
Legend.
So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead
What
and
a
call it
legend.
the session there.
And mystics are really